What's up? What's up? What's up, sports world? What's good? What's good, everybody? Y'all already know what it is. It is Monday night, rise up late night. I'm your guy, man. I'm your host, Andre the Tour Travis and the Fire Starter. Y'all already know what it is. Um, man, I'm super excited to have my guy over to my right here. Um, somebody that I've been brothers from another mother with for a couple years now. Um, phenomenal guy in general. Uh, DJ Nico Shaw in the building, my guy. DJ
What's up,
Nico
man?
Shaw.
What's
What's
up,
good,
man?
my
Thanks.
G?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Like some good football this weekend and some bad football this weekend. And
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of bad football, we are going to do the segment tonight. Who's spewing that dumpster juice tonight? All right. Top, the top three worst performances, team performances this week for week two. We are going to do that segment during the show. Ryan Ruby, I see you already, my G. Shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in already. And yeah, man, I just want to say this off the jump, right off the jump. So I had a conversation before the show with a good friend of mine whose name I will not mention, but I would behoove people, and this is just me, to not lose great friendships over things that the world has done. Okay. The world, not you, not me, not anyone close to you, not anyone directly who has any impact or say or um, any type of involvement in your life. It would be stupid. I feel that some people are very directly goofy if you're losing your friendships over worldly stuff. So I want to say that I am super excited to have friends and people that um, you can have differences with and don't lose friendships over. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. That is a plus um, for people who do not know. So it's a plus. Um, and again, we have differences on shows when we talk sports. I don't think it's any too much different, except for some of the other things may impact uh, people differently. But you know, what would it be that if everybody thought the same thing? What would it be if everybody felt the same way about things? Be pretty boring, right?
yeah.
Pretty dull of a life. So, with that being said, let's talk week two because I'm super excited about this week two football, my G. Definitely excited about what I seen this week. All in all, even if
Some eye
something
openers.
went awry.
Some
Uh,
eye openers.
yeah,
Definitely some
absolutely.
eye openers this week.
Absolutely. Let's start off with the Thursday night game, obviously. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, boy.
You know we had
Let's
to talk about that first. It's
let,
the first game of the week.
of course. Let's talk about Jordan Love and Tucker Craft, how they led the Packers to that 27-18 victory over the Washington Commanders.
It
Now,
was
if
it
you
was it was definitely a defensive showcase for the Green Bay Packers. I think the showcase was more of the defense than the offense, but to say the least, the offense was pretty looked pretty damn good to me. Other than the loss, that sucks that Reed went down. That's gonna hurt, but there's there's hope on the horizon with Golden coming up. But Green Bay looked great. I didn't see that much of a flaw in that whole system when I watched that game on Thursday. They looked great. The defense they stand the test and they put boots to asses on Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to say, in a nutshell, that we learned a few things this week about the Packers. I feel like they're now a mix of both. Usually, most teams have either one of the other. I feel like this Packers team definitely has a mix of both. Jordan Love. was 19 to 31, 292 yards, 2 touchdown passes, sacked twice. Josh Jacobs had 84 rushing yards and a touchdown on 23 carries. The Packers as a whole had 135 yards rushing in general. 124 yards for Tucker Kraft and a touchdown in this game. Had a 57-yard pass. That was his longest pass of the night. Tucker Kraft looked good. I like the two tight end set with Luke Musgrave and Tucker Kraft. It's looking good. Matthew Golden will be involved. I know he didn't.
They're going to heavily involve him more going forward.
Yeah, they
didn't draft him for no reason. And now it's just kind of fast forwards his development is what it's going to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Instead of going slow and steady, he's going to get thrown right into the coals.
Yeah, absolutely. Marcus Herring, shout out to you. Melissa, I see you. What's up? Shout out to you. Yes, the Eagles-Packers will be a damn good matchup for sure. Can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be a heavyweight fight. Now, with that being said, on the Washington side, Jayden Daniels. There's rumors that Jayden Daniels is hurt right now after this Packers game.
I don't buy that.
He was 24-42, 200 yards, 2 touchdown passes, sacked 4 times. They had a total of 51 yards rushing in this game. Jayden Daniels, one of the better premier scramblers in the game, two-way players in the game, 7 carries, 17 yards. All 3 carriers had 17 yards. Austin Eckler also went out. Bad injury.
Torn ACL, right? Torn Achilles.
Torn Achilles injury, done for the year. Sad to hear about it. He's such a good player. Once again, the injury bug has hit Austin Eckler again. Zach Ertz showed up in a big way in this game. 6 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 5 catches, 48 yards. Deebo Samuel, 7 catches, 44 yards, and a touchdown. They were held.
It was kind of pedestrian.
251 total yards. Actually, it would be 230 total yards, actually, if you add the sacks in, by the way. So 230 yards of total offense. The Packers held them to. And as I stated before, Jordan Love had 292 itself passing, 100. Yeah, Green Bay, 400-plus yards of offense, takes care of the Commanders in week 1. All right, moving right along, we had Baltimore, who dismantled the Cleveland Browns 41-17. DJ Nico, show your thoughts about that game.
About that game? I will say this, that when Baltimore wakes up, they wake up. But when they're asleep, they're bad. That's what I saw. First half, they were bad. They didn't do anything really in the first half. Second half is when they woke up. The second half adjustments is what did it. I think maybe Flacco going down for a bit helped. You know what I mean? That turnover, and then it was curtains for the Browns. I mean, they're giving the teams a fight. It's just that there wasn't a lot of fight left in those dogs.
Okay, absolutely. By the way, Jayden Daniels has a knee sprain. He does have a knee sprain. His status is iffy. Thank you, Marcus Herring, for clarifying that for sure. Des Carter, what's up? I see you. Melissa, thank you for tuning in while you're driving too. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. We appreciate that for sure. Baltimore Ravens scored 31 second half points against Cleveland in this game. Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdown passes, 225 yards, 4 touchdown passes. 19 to 29 of his passes were completed. He was sacked 3 times. Derrick Henry had 11 carries in this game for 23 yards. The Baltimore rushing attack only had 45 yards in this game, and they still put up 41 points. Trey Flowers, 75 yards. D-Hop had a phenomenal touchdown catch, 2 catches, 64 yards. Devontae Walker had 2 touchdown catches for the Baltimore Ravens, and Tyron Wallace had a touchdown catch as well. 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns. If you didn't see the game, the score wasn't indicative of the game.
No, it definitely wasn't. The score it was a lot closer to the like. There was all kind of like dumpster garbage time points. There was a lot like it was very close in the beginning, all the way up until halftime, till mid third quarter. There wasn't really anything going on in that game. It looked like a bunch of they just looked like they weren't doing anything, and then all of a sudden Lamar just had openings, and you saw
31 second half points.
You just saw how bad Cleveland's secondary really was at the end of the game. That's pretty much what you saw, because they were stopping the run. They were giving them the big old, stifling right at the point of line of scrimmage for most of that.
Absolutely. Quinshawn Jenkins had the high rushing total in this game. Surprising. You got Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, and others around, and you would have thought, who would have thought Quinshawn Jenkins would have the most yards rushing in this game? He had 61 yards rushing on 10 attempts.
It certainly gives clarity of what the Browns want to do with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe Flacco, 25 of 45, 199, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Dillon Gabriel came in, completed all 3 passes, 19 yards, and a touchdown pass from Dillon Gabriel in this game in garbage time. I mean, the Ravens, once again, 31 second half points. Cleveland had 14 second half points. That was pretty much the game. I mean, it was 10-3 at the half. So definitely wasn't indicative to how the game was. Jerry Jeudy, 4 catches, 51 yards. Fanning Jr. had 5 catches, 48 yards. David Njoku, 4 catches, 40 yards. Jerome Ford had 23 receiving yards and 31 rushing yards in this game. All together, though, the Cleveland Browns had more yards than the Baltimore Ravens. They had 334. Baltimore had 270 in this game. Derrick Henry did fumble again this week, by the way.
That the age showing? Is that age?
I don't know, but he fumbled again. He didn't. It wasn't recovered. It wasn't recovered by Cleveland, but he did fumble.
But he did fumble.
Yeah,
he just didn't. But they just didn't lose it.
Right. Yeah. He didn't lose it, but he fumbled.
I think as far as Cleveland goes, I think they're a team without an actual identity. And I think that Baltimore is trying to figure out a new identity, and it's messing with how they play.
Oh yeah, Des Carter. Interesting question. Is this the year that Lamar and the Ravens go all the way, or is this just another year they get close and don't close? I'm gonna be honest with you. So I haven't been too impressed by the Ravens. I get they put up 40 points in both games. But I have not been very impressed by the Baltimore Ravens. I guess I'll need more. I'll need more from them. I need to see more as the season goes along. Now, the Ravens do play a big pivotal game coming up this week on Sunday Night Football. We'll get to see that coming up. We'll talk about that a little later. Ravens and Browns. Browns offense was as Ravens threw the ball after up 3 scores. Stat padding like in Little League. Block punt by Ravens. Fumble return for a touchdown for the Ravens. Yep. Fumble was a punch out. Yep. Yeah, gotta keep 2 hands on that ball, man. Gotta be careful. Watch out for the punch out.
It was definitely like a cluster of things that just happened to go the Ravens' way in a short period of time. That's all pretty much what it was. It was a collapse by the Browns, and it was a rebound by the Ravens. If you really want to think about it that in a simplistic fashion, Ravens should have handily beat this team up all the way through, but that just wasn't the case in this game. Not until the mistakes started happening. But that's Browns football. That's historically the last couple of years. Browns have just been terrible. They're not a team with any sort of identity, and they're not going to be destroying teams in the North.
All right. With that being said, interesting enough, We're going to go right to the Cincinnati-Jacksonville Jaguars game. The Cincinnati Bengals pulled out a 31-27 victory over the Jaguars. For a while, I was a little nervous. I thought the Jacksonville Jaguars was going to take this game, even after another blow, another major injury. Joe Burrow.
That sucks about Burrow.
You just can't get over the injury bug.
It's gonna follow him now wherever he goes. I was just talking about that with my cousin earlier. It's one of those things where if you're not going to get guys in there to protect him, like, what are you doing? You have one of the best, more natural passers in the league, and he's got a very, you know what I mean. He's very smart about everything that he does. He's calculated. He knows how to throw downfield. He can read all the reads, but you got to protect the guy. Then bottom line, I mean, you're having problems with a rookie. He wants to leave camp. You're having problems with your defensive end. Like, you're having problems with your wide receiver. Like, either pay these guys or go out and find somebody to protect the guy that's going to throw to these guys. One of the two. Pick your poison here. Go grab weapons or go grab someone to protect your best weapon, your mind of your brain of your offense.
So I find this very interesting. There actually has been conversations, and we'll get into the game shortly. There's been conversations now that the Bengals might be thinking about a quarterback switch. I am absolutely bedazzled by that.
You know what? Out of everything that happened over the last couple of years, and historically with that team, nothing surprises me with the Bengals anymore.
They were expressing he's had these injuries. He's had a wrist. He's had an arm. He's had a leg injury. Now toe. Will all these nagging injuries catch up with him? There's really conversation about Jake Browning. You know, Jake Browning,
he didn't look bad.
And the little bit of time that he's played football, at one point had a QBR that was super high. And I mean, in this game, he threw 3 interceptions. So I don't even understand how people could think like, oh, okay, he's gonna be the guy, like, going forward. Like, he's gonna bring. I feel like they're in trouble. I think the Bengals are in big trouble. Once again,
I think it's one less team in the path of the Bills to the playoffs.
My prediction is going to come true again, that I said the Bengals aren't making the playoffs. And Mike's the alphabets, sir. Injury or no injury, sir, you're going to have to pay up. When the Piper comes, you're going to have to pay up, because we literally said, you literally told me the Bengals was making the playoffs. I told you they weren't. I'm not very hell bent on the Bengals. And now the Bengals are 2-0 for the first time.
If Burrow's out 3 months, they're not making the playoffs if he's out 3 months.
They're done to me. I feel like they're done. They're not making the playoffs. It's sad to say that they're not going to make the playoffs again. Joe Burrow is one of those talents that I just feel like you can't just
replace him.
He's not serviceable.
He's not interchangeable.
We're not gonna do the serviceable, interchangeable thing. Deborah Beatty, what's up? Shout out to Dalton. Bengals are in trouble without Burrow. With Burrow being hurt again, his O-line is ass. It is. The Bengals gave money to all those wide receivers and never gave no money to the O-line, and the results prove that. Guess what else is funny though? I will say, Marcus Herring, you're right about that, but there is something else to mention. You also get what you pay for. You also get what you want too. The Bengals organization has given Joe Burrow what he wants. Remember, Joe Burrow was on national television saying how they needed to pay Chase, how they needed to pay T. Higgins, how they needed to pay Trey Henderson. Remember that? Henderson, right?
Hendrickson, yeah.
Yes.
And the thing about it is, it's like, I mean,
But
yeah.
DJ Nicholshaw, there was no mention of the offensive line during that presser.
They knew 2 years ago they needed an offensive line. They just never addressed it.
And they aren't going to address
They're just waiting for people to come to them, it seems. And this is a problem with the Cincinnati Bengals organizations from the beginning of time. Paul Brown does not know how to run an organization. And the people that he puts in office, they're not worried about. They're not worried about. I mean, it's almost kind of like it's not as bad as Miami, because Miami's pretty bad with their culture. But the culture of that team, it begins and stops with Paul Brown. And the problem is that, like, you have, like, look at the past experiences: Carson Palmer, Corey Dillon, people that just didn't want to stay in the organization for personal reasons because they don't care about their players, really. Honestly, they just want to put the product on the field. They want to be competitive, middle of the road. I don't ever see Cincinnati wanting to win a championship or have you know what I mean? Like, if they eventually get there, and I think it's just by luck at this point, with the problems that keep persisting with their organization, with the people that they need to pay. So at certain points of their career, you have to make a decision. Do I need this receiver or do I need this left tackle? Probably smarter to get the left tackle.
Right, absolutely. What's the second highest paid player in football?
Second highest paid player in football?
On average.
Quarterback.
No. Quarterback is
first. Second highest? Receiver.
No.
Defensive end?
No. Offensive lineman is.
Offensive lineman?
Yep.
Well,
then it's between wide receiver and defensive end. After that.
I mean, at this point, you know what I mean? Like, if you have a good quarterback, it's kind of goes hand in hand. You need offensive line.
Absolutely.
Like, look at Josh the first 2 seasons. We didn't have a line. You know what I mean? Now he's got a line, and he looks like he's, Joe Montana back there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You give guys time and you give them protection, that you're going to win games and you're going to get better. It's just that you could, you know what I mean? We're a prime example. We don't have 1A and 1B on our team. We got 3A and 3C.
Hey, what's going on, Tavon, my bro? I see you. LJ, what up, my guy? What up? Shout out to you on YouTube. You watching on YouTube. We appreciate you. Seattle all the way, 12 all the way. He happy about the Seattle Seahawks winning this week. As he should be. Definitely should be. Micah makes $47 million.
Yeah, but that's one guy.
What up?
That's one guy, though. It pushes the average up. It pushes the average up a little bit.
Correct.
But not
average. On average, it's quarterback, offensive line, defensive end, wide receiver. 1, 2, 3, 4 in those orders. Usually.
And you know what's a shame is that running back is like in the bottom tier.
Yeah, I know, because running back.
That's a shame.
They feel like running backs now are a dime a dozen.
And the thing about it is, it sucks too, because that's another conversation I was having with my cousin the other night. Is running backs have a shelf life of 4 years?
Absolutely. Let me read some of these comments too. Said, yes, sir. Said the Bengals didn't draft well. Never addressed the O-line. Browning threw 3 picks. He is not an upgrade. Absolutely correct. Again, by the way, call line is open. 716-481-8249. You could call on the line. Hey, Donna. What's up, Donna? Good to see you on here. Who has the Bengals drafted for their O-line since Munez? Wow. Bills drafted Dawkins, Spencer Brown, Cyrus Torrance. Have we not learned with the Cowboys that it is not a good idea to be owner and GM? Correct, Melissa. That's probably the best. You know what? I would pin that, because that is a great comment right there. Who's the highest paid offensive lineman? It's not, but I would promote a family member to GM. I wouldn't promote a family member to be GM. Let's look at that. Matter of fact, I can look that up for you. You said who's the highest paid offensive lineman? Let's look that up right now. Why not?
got to be a left tackle.
That's why I got the big
Penny Sewell.
Got the big screen.
Got to be either Sewell or what's the guy's name in Indy? Nelson.
Yep, or Trent Williams.
Or Trent Williams, yeah, because he just does 1-year contracts now for big money.
Let's look that up. Why not? This, we on late night.
If I were to guess, it's got to be either Quentin Nelson or Penny Sewell.
All right, looking it up. Let's look it up.
Did you see that extension? That extension for the Cowboys this week, huh? Guess they spent that Micah Parsons money finally.
Results. Oh, y'all ready? As of right now. Okay. Really? All right. So as of right now, it was Rashad Slater. The guy who got injured for the year.
That sucks.
At about $28.5 million right now.
Good money.
Come on. What in the world?
It's good money to be sitting home getting paid that money. You know that guy wants to be out on the field, though.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
I think Bauer should have stayed out tonight.
He said he doesn't make $47 million. Yeah, I know, but we were talking on average, my guy. We're talking about average offensive lineman. Average, that means everybody. Fred Warner. Yeah, we're talking about quarterbacks and pass rushers are the top 2 paid. Okay, well, on average, so we have Rashawn Gary at 28.5, Tristan Wirfs 28.1, Penei Sewell 28, Trent Williams 27.6, Jared Shaw 26, Lane Johnson 25, Laramie Tunzel 25.
And it's mostly the tackles
Ray
that are getting
Smith
the money.
just got a 4-year, $96 million extension. So Mookie may be right.
Yeah, didn't Dallas just give the extension to that guard?
Yeah.
They gave him Micah's money.
So actually, no. We're actually not right. Neither one of us was right on that, actually. The highest paid positions in the NFL are as follows. Quarterbacks are number 1, average annual salary of $40 million. Wide receivers, average annual salary of $40 million. Edge rushers, $22 million.
And then tackles.
And then offensive linemen and defensive tackles round out almost around the same amount as edge rushers.
You would think linebackers would make more than the offensive line.
But I'm sure you know what? That probably was 10 years ago. That offensive lineman made the most money, more money than those other positions. It's a different market now.
It's weird too because back then, offensive linemen didn't actually leave. Once they're on a team, they're on a team. You know what I mean? You didn't see offensive linemen getting thrown around as often as you do now. You know, the 90s, 2000s, they were once they got on the team, they were there.
On average, pass rushers get paid way more. Pass rush market resettled 3 times over off season. Yeah, I'm sure. I bet it's Trent Williams. Yeah. But yeah, as I just looked it up, simply it states these are the highest ones: quarterback, wide receiver, edge rushers 3, offensive line is 4, defensive tackle is 5. So, I mean, all right. Take the top 5 at each position. There you go. Yeah, they took the top 10 wide receivers, top 10 edge rushers,
Just put the
top
average
10
up.
quarterbacks.
Yeah, and then they just made it the average off the top 10.
And they averaged it out. So, I mean, okay. I'll rescind my comment on offensive line. It's cool.
Still need offensive line to
still need the offensive line though.
Still need them to protect.
I mean, your quarterbacks can get paid $40 million and then not play another down or be out another season like Joe Burrow. So, matter of fact, how many seasons is this now? Joe Burrow is now geared to miss how many seasons now?
3.
And Joe Burrow's been in the league how many years?
Well, I wouldn't say he missed 3 full seasons, but he's missed significant amount of time in 3 seasons out of his career. And he's been in the league what, 6 years, 7 years?
Yeah.
It's almost half his career he's been sitting on IR.
Okay. So
that sucks.
Super important that you get linemen. Super important. All right. With that being said, moving on to oh, you know what? I'm sorry.
What game we got next?
I'm sorry. I missed something. I can't miss this. I got to make sure I put this out there. I make sure I put the stats out there on the late night. I'm sitting up here talking about Joe Burrow's injury and never even talked about the rest of the game.
The Jake Browning.
Yeah, the Jake Browning, who was 21-32, 241 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, sacked once. Trevor Lawrence, 24-42, 271, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, sacked once. Joe Burrow before the injury was 7-13, 76 yards and a touchdown, and sacked twice. All right. Chase Brown had 47 yards on 16 carries. Travis Etienne had 71 yards on 14 carries. Ja'Marr Chase had a whopping 165 yards in this game and a touchdown, 14 receptions. T. Higgins had 3 receptions, 56 yards and a touchdown. Was targeted 8 times. Ja'Marr Chase targeted 16 times.
Can I say something? Can the fantasy gods stop having me play against people that go ape shit every week? Jesus Christ, I hated playing Chase this week. The guy scored 60 points on me.
Yeah, Donna. It's been 7 or 8 years since 2020. He's going to end up like Andrew Luck, said Dalton. Oh, boy.
Possibly. It's possible. I mean, he's injured everything except his back. That's next.
Brian Thomas Jr. had 4 catches, 49 yards in this game. Parker Washington had the high. 5 catches, I think 71 yards if I saw that correctly, but want to move on. Giants and Cowboys. Now, let me just say that my upset prediction damn near happened. A lot of people were like, you picked the Giants last week? I said, yep, I sure did.
Giants didn't. They look good this week. I'm just kidding. No, they didn't look good. Put Dart in, man. Put Dart in.
What?
Put the kid in.
Russell Wilson had 450 yards.
Yeah, but you know what?
3 touchdowns and an interception. That interception was costly in overtime, though.
That's his last gasp of life at that position. That just took about 4 games out of Russell. That was maximum effort that he gave, and it's going to be the same example this week. When he goes into that game with New York this week, he's going to look like Aaron Rodgers looked this week against Seattle. Rodgers gave it his all that week 1 game against the Jets And this week he looked pedestrian. Next week Russell Wilson is going to look pedestrian. I don't even care who they're playing. He's gonna look bad because he's tired, man. He's old, man. That took a lot of juice out of him. That game was back and forth. I thought it was going to be a damn near tie.
Deborah Beatty, what's good? Say, how do you think T.O.'s son is going to do for us? What college is he's playing? I did pick the Giants Sunday. Don't know. Deborah Beatty, I like him. I think he'll serve us like his father did. Let's be honest, how many think this was going to be a high-scoring game?
Nobody.
If he's anything like T.O., he'll be a beast. That's because he wanted to beat the Jets, and he did. Now, Dak Prescott, 38 of 52, 361, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, sacked 3 times. Russell Wilson was sacked 3 times, too. Cam Scatterbo had 45 yards rushing and a touchdown.
I like him.
Tracy had only 5 carries for 15 yards in this game.
Scatterbo's taking his job.
Yeah, I kind of figured he might.
That's Daboll's new. That's Daboll's new shiny new toy.
Yeah. Javonte Williams, another impressive output. 18 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
That 30-yard run he had for the touchdown, that was nice. He broke free, and nobody was around him. He read that hole and was gone.
Mm-hmm.
That was when the game started breaking open with points. Was when Williams got that touchdown. That's when the game started breaking out. But I like that Scatterbo kid. He runs hard. He runs like he wants to run somebody over. That's what I like about him. I like those powerful, hard ass runners, like Derrick Henry. Like that type of runner is my favorite type of runner. So guys that want to run through you.
So you like the Gale Sayers type runners?
I just like the guys that run through you. You know what I mean? Like, It's nothing
Gale
like
Sayers.
watching a game and you're like, ooh, and they just ran someone over. Like, yeah, like the Johnsies and the Saquons are cool because they got moves. And they can't, people can't do everything that those guys do. But those guys that just have the speed and the power and run right over you, like that's football. That's old school football to me.
For sure. Russ was cooking. Don't hate on that. LOL. Both Elam and Diggs was getting smoked by neighbors. Listen, I told a certain somebody who was a Dallas Cowboys fan, and since he want me to say names, I'm going to say his name. Marcus the Alphabets. I'm going to say his name again. He don't like just initials. So I'm going to say his name. When he was like, oh, we're getting Elam, Kyer Elam, and he's going to be good for our team. Yeah, okay. Sure. I told you what was going on.
Kyer Elam, huh? If you're hanging your head on Kyer Elam, you must be accepting third place.
Marcus, I told you your secondary was boo-boo cheeks. You tried to tell me Trayvon Diggs and Bland was good. I tried to tell you they was about as bland as never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna say that. It's not nice. Even on Rise Up Late Night, it may not be nice. So I'm not gonna say it. You can fill in the blank if you want. As bland as, matter of fact, in the comment section, fill in the blank. The Dallas Cowboys secondary is as bland as ... Go ahead and fill in the comment, whatever comment you want to put behind that. All right. So I don't feel bad. There's that impersonation I needed. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Who you play with matters. There it is. Who you play with matters. From the Alphabets itself. He'll be on here in a minute. Watch. Somehow he gonna either wake up.
His ears are ringing.
Pop up. Yep, his ears are gonna be ringing.
His ears are ringing right now. He's like,
Dalton, you better leave me alone, sir. Leave me alone, sir. Leave me alone with that.
Malik Neighbors, excellent game. Yeah, man,
Yes.
he definitely proved he belongs.
9 catches, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns for Malik Neighbors.
He
Wandale
proved
Robinson.
he proved he belongs on the main roster, on the main stage. He proved it.
Melissa said it herself. The first comment said, "White people food." First comment.
Damn.
Wandale Robinson, 8 catches, 142 yards, and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb had 9 catches, 112 yards. Jake Ferguson, 9 catches, 78 yards. George Pickens, 5 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown. Kayvon Turpin with a touchdown as well on 4 catches, 47 yards. Again, Cowboys lucky they escaped. I'll be honest. Russell Wilson.
I still think it's a case of two shitty teams playing each other.
So do I, sir. So do I. Believe it. Marcus Herring said facts. I didn't put that. It was my clown who put that comment. Okay. Yes, he did. There's some exciting games on Sunday except for Sunday night. Hey, I throw down, but I was taught right. For sure. For sure, Melissa. For sure. Definitely. All right, moving on. Detroit Lions, 52-21.
The real Detroit Lions stood up, huh?
Will the real Mufasa please stand up? Or will the real Simba please stand up? Against the Bears, 52-21. DJ Nico Shaw, your thoughts on this game?
You want my funny thoughts or you want my real thoughts on this game?
Give it all to us. Give it all to us.
My funny thoughts is you can't. One game does not decipher the Detroit Lions season. They are still them. They are still a team that can put up points. They are still a team with many weapons, and they proved that. They said they walked in and they walked out of that game, and they knew that they weren't gonna do nothing except be spectacular on offense. Caleb Williams, he's still worried about his nails, man. I mean, come on. I mean, the guy, they put everything around you, and it also, I mean, that game wasn't even like players versus players. That was you left me for another position. Now I'm going to bury you at your new position. That was personal to Campbell. I don't care what anybody says. They could be great friends, great mates. They could be best friends, go to each other's wedding. But when it comes down to that field, you're in the same division now with me, and you left me for the team that's in our same division. I'm coming after you every game.
Hilarious.
It is. You know what I mean? And that's more of a like that's anything. That's when you play video games. That's when you play. In high school. Like when you're playing your friends, you want to beat them, but at the end of the day, you're gonna still shake hands and you're still gonna be, you know what I mean? That's the competitiveness in those guys. But it's also personal because you didn't just leave me and go to a team in the AFC or something or take over Miami. You went across to Chicago to play me twice a year. That was personal last night.
They also booed him. Detroit fans booed Ben Johnson.
Yeah, that I don't think they should have did that though, because it is like I said though, he did something to better himself. He proved that he should be in that position. He's definitely proving that he's improving the Bears. Like they're not as bad as they were, but it's not just something that's gonna happen overnight. But they weren't putting up 20 points a game last year. They were scoring 17, 18 a game, 25. You know what I mean? Every once in a while they'll put up a 25 points or 12 points was like kind of average, middle of the road. So Ben Johnson being there, their offense is definitely going to get better. But they got a ways to go yet. Detroit's still the king of the North until Green Bay knocks them out.
What you say? Repeat that last part.
I said Detroit is still the king of the North until Green Bay knocks them out.
Cut it out. Cut it out, sir.
We'll see what Aiden Hutchinson does this season.
Yeah, I was okay. I was okay with you. I was okay with you until you said that.
I just poking at you. I'm just poking the
last statement, sir. No, you good. So the Chicago Bears last year averaged 18 points a game. You are absolutely right.
I pay attention once in a while.
Absolutely right. 110% right on that. Let me read these comments. Blaze, what up? Blaze and the Monster Machines is in the building. Sorry about the Bengals, sir, but it's about to be 3 years in a row, sir. I told you. You. When I predict your team, I told you. And don't say that I'm like some bad omen to your team now all of a sudden. I don't want to hear that. Somebody tried to say that the other day. Yo, every time you predict the Bengals not gonna make the playoffs in the beginning of the year, something happens to those Cincinnati Bengals. Man, don't put that on me.
Put that on Paul Brown.
Don't over here naming food. Catfish, steak, hamburgers, chicken tenders, corn dog, shrimp, hot dog, donuts, ice cream. Sir. She said I had catfish smothered in hot sauce, shrimp, red beans, and rice with fried green tomatoes this weekend. Delish. Sounds delish. Just giving Dre a hard time.
Dallas' secondary ate too.
Agree. You always want to beat your homie, your brother, etc. Yep. I know you do. Always messing with him. Of course. Hey, they need to get out of their feelings. Fans are supposed to boo him. Absolutely. Lions are fraud. If Joe Brady went to an AFC East team, he would get booed in the new stadium. Sometimes he does say food. Yeah, listen, I eat food too on the show. Speaking of which, by the way, shout out to T. Gray and Cupcake Doozies. If you have not had some of these things that I've been eating on the show, by the way, like this phenomenal dessert that I'm eating, red velvet cheesecake with the caramel swirl. Listen, nice. Walnuts, phenomenal. The peach cobbler.
Good. I'm getting hungry just even describing it.
The peach cobbler is phenomenal. By the way, go look her up on Facebook. T. Gray. Phenomenal. We did a phenomenal fundraiser. By the way, if you in the 716 region, there is a mental health awareness event that we'll be throwing in October. So get ready for that. Make sure you're there.
What you got a date on it?
We're gonna figure out the date this week, actually.
Nice.
For sure. Why are we not sharing? Melissa, you live all the way like 5,000 miles away. If you didn't live 5,000 miles away, of course your Rise Up family brother would share with you.
Oh, I totally forgot to go get crumble cookie today. They got that skillet cookie. Ooh, they brought that back this week. I think it's like the Snickers skillet cookie. That shit's so good.
All right. Now, speaking of food, the Chicago Bears team looks like food. You trying to be nice, sir, about these Chicago Bears. And I'm going to be honest with you. After 2 weeks, I told y'all in the beginning of the year, I did not see a change happening with the Chicago Bears this year. And I'm going to stand on it. Caleb Williams, for all the hype, he's going to need some more time. He's going to need more and more time.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
Because in a minute, we're about to start having these conversations on whether he's a bust or not.
And it's not even fair. And you know that it's not even a fair conversation to have either, though.
Listen, life ain't fair.
It wasn't even a fair conversation with Justin Fields when he was there to have, because
life ain't fair.
The amount of coaching changes that you have, like these guys in Chicago, they need some sort of stability in order to get better.
Life
And
ain't fair.
and if you keep getting rid of your coaches, there's never going to be stability.
Mm-hmm.
Pick a guy and stick with it. I think they found their guy. Ben Johnson's a good fit.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to bring offense to Chicago, where they've never had offense.
Mm-hmm.
Who's their best quarterback ever? McMahon, Cutler. Like those aren't really names you can hang your hat on.
You're right.
Besides the championship, I give it up for the Bears. Yeah, he won a championship, but that was defense related. That was all defense. You know what I mean? Jim McMahon he wasn't no all pro. You know what I mean? He wasn't a perennial pro bowler every single season. You know what I mean? He was the flashy guy. He wants to go out and party. You know what I mean? He came in with the sunglasses for a reason every game.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, once again, call line number 716-481-8249 is the number. If you want to call, I'm going to put it in the comment section just in case if you can't see the ticker there.
Amon St. Brown proved to me he's still that guy in Detroit, though. That receiver, he's a beast.
Yeah, he nice. He nice.
Jared Goff almost got hurt trying to jump over the wall, though.
Yeah, he nice when he got time.
He's got to stop trying to be athletic. He's not.
Caleb Williams, 19-30, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, sacked 4 times. They had Tyson Baguette come in, 2 of 3, 27 yards. Jared Goff, 23 of 28, only threw 5 incompletions the whole game. He had just as many touchdowns as he had incompletions, which is 5. 5 touchdown passes, was not sacked at all. DeAndre Swift had 63 yards rushing with a touchdown on 12 carries. Jahmyr Gibbs had 94 yards on 12 rushes and a touchdown. David Montgomery getting into the party. 11 carries, 57 yards and a touchdown. Amon St. Brown and Jamison Williams both had over 100 yards in this game. 115 for Amon St. Brown on 9 catches, 3 touchdown passes. Jameis Winston, 2 catches, 108 yards and a touchdown. Tesla had a 29-yard catch. Sam Laporta, 3 catches, 26 yards in this game. Rome Odunze had 128 yards on 7 catches for the Bears. DJ Moore and 2 touchdowns. Rome Odunze had 2 touchdowns. DJ Moore had 46 yards on 5 catches. All right. Now,
Odunze is going to be good.
Now, with that being said, yeah, absolutely. Brian Branch had a sack in this game, and so did Aiden Hutchinson. All right, moving right along. By the way, right now, if you're watching Monday Night Football, Chargers up 20-9 on the Vegas Raiders. Vegas Raiders look like they're driving. They're at the 35-yard line on 3rd and 2 right now. Down 11. Geno Smith better get some work done. 7 minutes and 30 seconds, sir. You get some work done, sir. All right. You already started off the game with an interception. All right, moving right along. I didn't like that they fired Lovie Smith. Justin Fields didn't get a fair shake. I was so about to mention about crumble cookies, but it wouldn't come out right, and I'd be setting myself up. Oh, Lord. Melissa, you better stop setting yourself up like that, talking about cookies crumbling.
And they got the cookie crumble. They got, what else?
On late night.
Ooh, they got the cinnamon cheesecake one this week, too. Ooh, that's good.
Mm-hmm. All right. Dolphins and Patriots, 33-27.
Shitty versus shittier. It's another shitty versus shittier game. Like, I don't know what the Miami Dolphins like. If you're a Miami Dolphins fan, I'm sorry. I really am sorry for you. I really am, because you have false hope that the Dolphins are actually going to do something for the last 2 seasons, and it's just crumbling down. Mike McDaniels needs to go. They need to just restart. Like Tua, he's garbage. Tyreek Hill and him, they don't even get along. Like, it's just like, here, guys, go do something. It's like you're poking them with a stick. Do something. And the Patriots, I mean, Vrabel's in a no-win situation over there. Like if you can make Drake May good, then they'll be good. But you brought in Stephon Diggs, and he's not Stephon Diggs of old. You got a receiver core that is just kind of poo. You know, your best players are your quarterback and your rookie running back and your third-year running back right now. I mean, that's what I got. Their defense is pretty decent, but if you're having a hard time against the Miami Dolphins right now, then you're just equally as shitty. That's in my mind. Like those two teams, they're not good.
All right. Now, with that being said, Tua Tagovailoa, 26 of 32, 315, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, sacked 5 times in this game. Even when he plays decent, well, I mean, 26 of 32 is not bad. 315 yards is not bad. But that 1 interception and sacked 5 times. The running game, they couldn't get the running game going against New England at all. 61 yards total rushing in this game. Devon Achane had 30 yards on 11 carries. That ain't going to get it done. Tyreek Hill had 6 catches, 109 yards. Devon Achane had 92 yards receiving, though. Looking like Christian McCaffrey Jr. And a touchdown. And then Jayden Waddle had 5 catches, 68 yards and a touchdown as well. When you look at the other side, the Patriots, Dramondre Stevens, who's the running back, he had 11 carries, 54 yards, and 5 catches for 88 yards.
Ronnie Stevenson, yep.
Stevenson, yep. Austin Hooper, Stephon Diggs, 4 catches, 32 yards. Diggs, it might be time for you to hang it up too, coming up real soon.
I mean, it's almost like everybody complained when the Bills got rid of him, but I think it was the smartest decision that they made.
Probably was.
I mean, besides the injury last year, like that sucks. I don't wish that on nobody. But you know what I mean? Like you the end of the season, the year prior, the drops, and like he wants to be good. He wants to show that he's putting in the best effort. It's just that the effort isn't. It's not showing production.
Yeah, absolutely not showing production whatsoever.
And then if he is open, Drake May's not seeing him.
How many people think the Miami Dolphins are going to be in last place?
They got hard competition. There's a lot of shit out there this year. There is more bad teams than good teams this year.
Speaking of bad teams, we're going to talk about the Saints. 26-21 loss to Deborah Beatty's 49ers. I know Deborah Beatty was on here with Dalton. Miami Nemos, the tuna cans. Y'all funny. Ryan, what's good? Diggs is a drama queen. What up, everyone? I didn't. Mac Jones, 3 touchdown passes.
Yeah, that was surprising.
279 yards, 26 of 39. He was sacked 3 times. Christian McCaffrey, 13 carries, 55 yards. Juwan Jennings seems like he's the number 1 target over there. 5 catches, 89 yards and a touchdown. Ricky Pearsall, 4 catches, 56 yards. Christian McCaffrey has 6 catches, 52 yards and a touchdown. When do they get Brandon Ayuk back?
That's what I was just going to bring up too. That is an organization week by week tipping on destruction right now. It could go either way because Purdy being hurt, Kittle being hurt, Ayuk needs to come back. Like if they can survive, and I say survive because their team They don't really have a whole lot of 1s and 2s. They got a lot of 3s and 4s everywhere. And it's like they're trying. I give it up for the coach. That was all scheme. That was all game plan. And obviously, he proved that he is still a good coach because he didn't really have a lot to work with, and they got it done. Granted that New Orleans is a bad team, but I mean, you got Mac Jones.
I tell you what, though,
you got him to produce.
New Orleans didn't play too bad, though.
Spencer Rattler.
Rattler had 3 touchdown passes, 25 and 34, 3 touchdown passes, no interceptions.
He looked better than Penix this week.
Oh, we ain't gonna get into him in a minute. We'll get into him in a minute.
We'll get into him in a minute.
Yeah, we are. We're getting to him in a minute, very shortly.
What I want to know is where's Tyler Shough?
Trust me, we're getting into all that.
Well, I think we all want to know where Tyler Shough is. Where's this guy that you guys drafted, New Orleans?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get into him in a second. Oh, it's been a second. Oh, okay. All right. Alvin Kamara, 21 rushes, 99 yards in this game. Chris Olave, 54 yards, 6 catches. Rashid Sneed, 42. Shaheed had 4 catches, 52 yards, a touchdown. Jawan Johnson, 5 catches, 49 yards, and a touchdown. Devon Veely had a touchdown catch too. Nice. All right. 49ers 2-0 without Ayuk, Kittle, or Brock Purdy. Those are 3 of your highest paid players, and they're 2-0 right now. Yeah. Interesting.
Call that coaching. I break it down to the coaching at that point.
Caller from Texas.
Uh-oh.
We got a caller on the line from Texas. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
It's D-Man. Dalton, what up?
Not much. Watching the Raiders Chargers game and watching you on the show.
Thank you. I'm glad that you could do 2 things at once. You could walk and chew gum at the same time. We appreciate that on the show. We definitely appreciate that. What's good?
Bro.
What's good with it? What's good with it, Dalton?
Well, the reason I was calling, I was going to address about this game. I mean, people think Rattler was doing too bad. Like, he's not, though. Like, if you look closely, Olave, he's been dropping passes. Like, he's not saying he's been getting concussions like 5 times, though. I mean, he's not wide receiver 1. Juwan Johnson, he's been dropping balls. He's been consistent. Our thing there is getting really torched, though. And the guy was asking Tyler Shough. He's been backup, though.
Yeah. And he can stay the backup at this point. He can stay the backup at this point. All right. Moving right along. We have we want to talk about them terrible Jets. Yeah, we got the Bills and the Jets. Bills 30, Jets 10. DJ Nico Shaw, your Bills.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I was bored the whole fucking game. I was bored. The Jets did not put up a fight. What did they had 140 yards total offense?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, you just saw what the Baltimore Ravens did to us last week and ran it down our throats. You have Breece Hall. You got another quarterback that's just like Lamar. Like, he's just as shifty. You know what I mean? Like, he has his moments too. He's a different type of quarterback, but still just as shifty. And you have 2 serviceable running backs, and you can't get the running game going. You can't block for these guys and make a hole. I say that the Buffalo Bills defensive line leaps and bounds over last week. I give it up for Josh coming back in with a broken nose and doing what he did. As long as he did, you know, I mean, we killed them. Like, we took the crowd out of the game, like, within like minutes. You couldn't even hear the crowd come third quarter. I think it was more of like think all you heard was Bills fans in the stadium, and it's the Jets are terrible. They're I had higher hopes for them after that Pittsburgh game, but it's like, come on, man. And I was literally bored watching the game. I was excited to see James Cook score a couple touchdowns. That was cool. I wanted to see something more out of Fields, and it was like we didn't get the same Justin Fields in week 2 that we got in week 1. 30-10 says it all, and it wasn't really that 10 was all garbage time points.
Yeah, definitely. Tyrod Taylor had to come in for Justin Fields.
I think he got hurt at the end too.
He did. Justin Fields is hurt. 7 of 11, 56. 7 of 11, 56 yards and a touchdown. Tyrod Taylor in garbage time. Justin Fields had 49 rushing yards and 27 passing yards in this game. Bills shut them down. But a lot of people are like, well, Josh Allen was 14 to 25, 148 yards. But James Cook, 21 carries, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen also had 59 yards rushing in this game.
Josh didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, he didn't have to do anything because, I mean, time of possession, Buffalo killed the time of possession.
Was it 45 minutes?
Yeah. Joshua Palmer had 2 catches, 47 yards. Josh Allen hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different receivers in this game. Garrett Wilson had 4 catches, 50 yards. Yeah. Let's see.
The Jets were just bad.
Let's see. Josh Allen was sacked once for 1 yard. And then Tyrod was sacked twice, and Justin Fields was sacked twice as well. Yeah,
I think the Monday Night Football game's over at this point now.
Oh yeah, after what we just saw, Geno Smith just took a sack on 4th and 3.
Yeah, I think this game's over. The Chargers defense, they made a statement tonight, and that sucks about Khalil Mack. That wrist is that's definitely some sort of compound fracture. If it's not broken, I'd be very surprised. He tore something in his arm.
Oh, and the Raiders just got the ball back.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe it's not over yet.
Yeah, he fumbled. Wow.
Oh.
Got the ball punched.
Wow.
Punched right out of his hand. All right. Now. All right. Okay. So moving on, let's talk about the next game, which is Seattle-Pittsburgh, 31-17. Seattle goes to Pittsburgh and wins.
It was a very good game for Kenneth Walker. I like the fact that they're targeting him more in the pass because he was getting targets passing like early in his career, but they stopped doing that and they started using him as more of a workhorse back the last couple seasons. It was nice to see them start to get more throws to him, open up the offense a little bit more. Seattle's not going to watch out for them this season in that division.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I definitely was not bored with my game. Pissed, loud, going nuts. Yes. Still sour about that one. Yes, we're going to talk about the Broncos coming up in a few.
Oh, God, that was my favorite game of the week.
Justin has a concussion. The Jets coaches sold Justin out. Speedy recovery. Babbage had an outstanding game, sending run blitzes were timely. Jets were bad. Their offensive coaches didn't help them. Nah, it just seemed like the Jets didn't even come to play.
Yeah, it just seemed like a half-ass.
They weren't
effort.
ready. It just seemed like they weren't ready this week at all.
Yeah, like I don't know what tape they were watching, but they didn't watch any tape on us.
And I feel like they were still heartbroken over the loss to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, you could think of that as the emotional ups and downs of the week because I've seen it happen where Bills, you know what I mean? We've seen it where Bills take a bad loss and it carries over into the next game. We've seen that tons of times, and that could have happened, just like it looks like it's happening to the Chiefs right now from the Super Bowl.
Mad Max caused the fumble and ain't over to the fat lady sings. You're right, but the fat lady is singing on Geno Smith right now.
Ooh.
And he had to throw that ball away, and the Raiders just gave the ball back again.
Dumpster juice.
Yo, Pete Carroll's looking like, what the?
What are you doing?
Yo, what the?
He's looking at him like, what are you doing? Like, seriously. Like, he's like, I'm 74, and I got this guy running around.
Get off the field, Geno.
Oh,
bad game today, Geno. Bad game for you. No,
yeah, he didn't have a good game.
No, we got to talk about them Broncos. Robert Leader, what up? Yeah, we got to talk about them Broncos.
This was my favorite game of the week. Yeah, this was the most exciting. Like,
we ain't on them yet. We ain't on them yet.
Oh, we ain't on them yet? Oh,
no, not yet. We're gonna give Melissa a little time to.
We still on the Jets?
Yeah, we still on. No, we on Pittsburgh and Seattle.
Oh, Pittsburgh and Seattle.
295 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Pittsburgh, Aaron Rodgers, 18-33, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, sacked 3 times. Sam Darnold was sacked twice in this game. Kenneth Walker had 105 yards rushing and a touchdown. Listen. Jaylen Warren, 14 carries, 48 yards. Kenneth Gainwell, 5 carries, 20 yards. Sir, Jaylen Warren is your best receiver of the game with 86 yards receiving. Pat Freiermuth, 3 catches, 31 yards. DK Metcalf had a touchdown catch, but 3 catches, 20 yards, and was targeted 6 times. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 103 yards, 8 catches. Cooper Kupp, 7 catches, 90 yards. Torrey Holton had the touchdown catch.
They're figuring themselves out in Seattle.
AJ Barner, he had a touchdown catch as well.
There are so many new pieces to Seattle that you have to kind of sit and wait.
Okay, so Mason Rudolph comes in to a 12 yards. Okay. I'm going to reserve my comments until Wednesday's show because I don't want to give away some of Wednesday's show. But I will say Pittsburgh better get that run offense addressed.
Also, they also need to address the run defense.
They definitely need to address the run defense. And they definitely
come on. I mean, historically, if you're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers, you expect to have less than 100 yards rushing. You expect to have to be forced to throw. You expect to be forced to have turnovers. This is not the same. This is not our grandfather's Pittsburgh Steelers.
Nah, they better address that defense in general. Absolutely agree.
All their money has been spent on one player.
I formation. The Bills had trouble versus I formation versus the Ravens. Jets were in I formation one time, got 10 yards, and never went back to it. Marcus Heron, absolutely right.
Play calling.
Play calling, god awful. All right, Rams 33-19 over the Titans.
This was a snoozer. This game, I don't know, man. It was hard to watch this game because it was just like there was nothing exciting going on for so long that you were like, all right, I'm done with it. It was just, it was like 14-9.5 or something. So it was something like that.
Actually, the Titans was up 13-10.5.
13-10.5. But it was so slow rolling, and it took like the game flow when you're watching it. It was like the game flow just couldn't get rolling. Like they couldn't get nothing like substantially going for like it felt like forever. Stafford's still the guy though. Still doing it, 17 years strong in LA. Cam Ward, the jury's still out with me with him.
He had the one touchdown throw across the field, threw it across his body, across the field. But he put great ball placement on that. And they scored that touchdown. Cam Ward, by the way, 19-33, 175, sacked 5 times. Tony Pollard, 92 yards on 20 carries, a better game than he had the first week.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, how did he do that game?
3 catches, 57 yards.
They gotta get more production out of him. But it's a rookie quarterback, man.
Tyler Lockett, 2 catches, 9 yards.
Ouch.
Devontae Adams had 6 catches, 106 yards, and a touchdown for the Rams. Puka Nacua had 91 yards on 8 catches for the Rams. Davis Allen had a touchdown catch. Kyron Williams had 66 yards rushing. Puka Nacua had a 45-yard rushing touchdown. Blake Corum had a touchdown run, 5 carries, 44 yards. Matthew Stafford was 23 of 33, 298, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and sacked once. And the Rams won 33-19. They put up 23 points in the second half, and the Titans only had 6. So adjustments was made after the first half, and the Rams.
They put the straps down on them.
Yep, pretty much.
But, I mean, we didn't expect much out of Tennessee this year. At least I didn't. Like, you don't have a running game, really.
I never do. Somebody said the Tennessee Titans was winning the division. I said, you got to be shitting me. I said, I got some beachfront property I'd like to sell you if you think that.
I still think Jacksonville's probably going to win that division. No, but now, I don't know. We'll get to that in a minute.
Mm-hmm. Cardinals, Panthers.
Pooh Padoop.
Yeah.
I mean, what was the joke I heard today? Call of Duty comes out next week, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That style of play and that level of play is going to go down about 2 levels in about 2 weeks in Arizona. So they better get their shit together.
That style of play. Call of Duty.
Yeah, because Kyler is going to be tired in those Sunday games coming up. He's going to be up all night playing and shooting. No, but for real, Tet looked good. Tet McMillan looked good. Renfro had flashes of, third and Renfro from the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce Young it's almost like he progresses and then he regresses. And he progresses again and then he regresses again. And then, you know what I mean? It's like a back and forth with him. You can't just get a consistent middle of the road with Bryce Young. It's either he's real poo or he's pretty damn good that game. And this game, it just wasn't there for him.
Cardinals was up 23 at half. Then the Panthers put up 20 points and put it was 20-7 in the second half. Cardinals
Panthers, just coasted.
Panthers You would have thought that the Panthers might have actually came back and won this game if you looked at these stats. Bryce Young, 33 of 55, 328, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, sacked 3 times.
They kept letting them hang around. Like you know as well as I do. You keep letting that opponent hang around, they're going to punch you in the mouth a couple more times. You know, they never gave them the knockout blow, Arizona, and that's the one thing that they couldn't close last night. And they just kept letting the Carolina Panthers hang around. And eventually, you know what I mean? That's going to bite them, and that's going to bite them real bad, man. Like, keep going to your guys. Keep hitting Trey McBride. Keep, hitting Connor. Get Benson involved in the offense. You know what I mean? Start giving your guy that you drafted last year, that is the all-world, son of Marvin Harrison. You know what I mean? Like, start using the guys to the best of your ability with that offense and close it out early. Get it done so that you can actually get the backups in. They can't do it. Arizona has historically not been able to close out games at all.
With that being said,
they got lucky with this game.
Tate McMillan had 100 yards receiving in this game. Chuba Hubbard, that run game in Carolina this week was abysmal. Hunter Renfrow had 2 touchdown catches. Marvin Harrison Jr. had 2 catches, 27 yards. Trey McBride had 6 catches, 78 yards.
Right, like you're not even going your main guys.
Trey Benson had 4 catches, 30 yards. James Conner had a touchdown run, but only had 34 yards rushing on 11 carries. Kyler Murray, 220 yards throwing the football. 1 touchdown, 1 interception, sacked once. Terrible game to watch. This should have been on Cartoon Network, to be honest with you. The way this game looking.
And it dragged out too. Like I think it was one of the first games that started at the 4:00 swing, and it was one of the last games that ended in the 4:00 swing. It just dragged.
Yeah, absolutely. Not very entertaining.
No, not at all. Like but I was sitting there, I'm like, they're really, like, they still got a shot. I was sitting there, it was like a minute left. I'm like, they still got a chance? Like, Jesus. I think I said that for the last 3 drives. Ravens.
Baker, touchdown maker. Woo! Just had to remind everyone, Bucks is still favorite to beat the Eagles and get back to the Super Bowl against the Bills or the Ravens. Your pick, Andre. Okay. Randy Jarrett, what's good? Get ready, Andre Robinson. Us Fed Special, I have a feeling about your team. Sir. Boy, oh boy. Okay.
Lions versus Ravens next week. Wow.
When I finish these games, I'm gonna address that. I'm gonna address your comment, Chuck Thomas. I see Buck Flair in the house. Buck Flair needs some he need me to respond to that, and I'm going to respond to it. I'm gonna respond to that, sir. So get ready. Melissa. Your Broncos got cheated this week.
Are we on that game?
They called a leverage penalty.
Are we on that game?
Yes, we are.
Man, I got a lot of thoughts on that game.
Go ahead and say them.
Man, Daniel Jones, you know what? That man will not come off the field the rest of the season. I'm saying it now. He has done enough to prove to that organization that they just need to keep Anthony Richardson right where the fuck he is. And you know what? And maybe it was the system. Maybe it was. Maybe Shane Steichen's system is so simplified that Anthony Richardson can't comprehend it and Daniel Jones can. And they are running the ball. Jonathan Taylor is running the ball again. Oh, look at that. We run the ball. We succeed at running the ball. And we get downfield and we score points. Against one of the best defenses in the NFL.
You want to hear
one of the best ones?
Want to hear something crazy? I just was about to mention that. When you said best defenses, yeah, the Broncos gave up 460 plus yards of offense in this game.
Most of it was on the ground, too.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, 25 carries, 165 yards in this game. Daniel Jones had a rushing touchdown. Daniel Jones also had a passing touchdown. He was 23 or 34, 316 in the touchdown. Only
316 from Daniel Jones. This is the same man that was falling over his own feet in New York. It's the same man in New York where they just gave up on him. Well, he's proven to me that he still has a lot of fight left in that dog.
Jonathan Taylor had 2 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown pass as well.
Yeah, he killed it yesterday. I also played against him in fantasy football this week.
Oh, you got your ass whooped.
I played against Chase and Taylor.
Tyler Warren, 79 yards. Alex Pierce, 68 yards. Pittman Jr., 40 yards, 4 catches. Torrey Frank for the Denver Broncos, 8 catches, 89 yards, touchdown. Marvin Mims, 2 catches, 24 yards, a touchdown. What happened to Courtland Sutton? 1 catch, 6 yards.
I think they threw to him too, and it went off his hands and got picked. I think one time.
4 targets in this game for him. Troy Franklin had 9 targets. Bo Nix is starting to show his Oregon bias with these targets.
I think Bo Nix's aura is more important than Bo Nix. I think he's putting precedence on how he is perceived to be on that field than actually playing on that field, because he's trying to do too much, man. Like the mayor of Denver, he needs to chill out, man. Like, slow the tempo of the game. Stop trying to be a hero. Stop trying to put a cape on. You're a good player. Settle the hell down and play the game. Daniel Jones was poised yesterday. Like, I saw it, like, the last 2 weeks, that's not the same Daniel Jones I remember on being on the field in New York.
Right.
Maybe he just needed to change the scenery. Maybe that's all it was. Sometimes it is. But in the same fashion, Denver, they showed that how good that defense is. They showed how good you can pick holes apart in it in certain aspects, because they ran it down their throat.
Melissa said, I was so damn mad. We shouldn't have lost that game. Yeah, Bo Nix, 22 of 30, 3 touchdowns and an interception. He was sacked. Not at all. He didn't even get sacked. J.K. Dobbins, 14 carries, 76 yards and a touchdown. Denver should have cleared this game, but
it was an exciting game to watch, though.
Colts won the game. Won the game late.
You didn't know what was going to happen. You didn't know what either team was going to do at that point. You're like, man, what? Like, who's going to break this open? It went all the way down to the wire. It was an awesome game.
Yeah.
It was an awesome game, regardless of who won and who lost. That was one of the more entertaining games of the week.
Yeah, absolutely. Who do we got? Oh, we got Philadelphia and the Chiefs. The Eagles 20-17 over the Chiefs. Ooh-wee. Costly drop/turnover for Travis Kelce dooms the Chiefs.
That interception was the killer. That was the dagger. That interception in the end zone, like, yeah, they scored after that interception and everything one time, but that was the dagger of the game, was when that ball went off at Kelsey's hands. Yeah, I was like, oh, it's over. I said, they're done. The way that game flow was going, Kansas City needs their receivers back in order to even compete. Or they need to go and sign another one.
0-2. There was some jarring after the game.
I was sitting there watching that game, and I'm like, because I was doing deliveries yesterday, and it was the one key game that I wanted to watch and see what was going on, and if Philly was gonna, prove to everybody it wasn't a fluke, the Super Bowl. And granted, it's not the same team that they're playing across the line, but you're missing Rashid Rice. You're missing him. You're missing Worthy. Travis Kelce is a shell of himself. Noah Gray is not Travis Kelce. You know what I mean? You got Tyquan Thornton, and the running game is just dismal right now. Like they're when Patrick Mahomes has 60 yards rushing at the half, and your running back has like less than that. Like when he's your most successful rusher, and he's supposed to be your most prolific passer, something's going wrong in KC.
Speaking of which, Patrick Mahomes had 187 yards on 16 to 29, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, sacked twice. He had 66 yards rushing and a touchdown in this game. Kareem Hunt had 31 yards rushing. Isaiah Pacheco, 22 yards rushing.
Yeah, that's not getting
8
it done.
and 10 carries respectively. Travis Kelce had 61 yards receiving. Tyquan Thornton had a touchdown, 59 yards receiving. Hollywood Brown, 5 catches, 30 yards. Yeah, this is definitely Devonta Smith, 4 catches, 53 yards. He had that 28-yard bomb that pretty much sealed the deal. AJ Brown, 5 catches, 27 yards. Uh-oh. Saquon Barkley, 22 carries, 88 yards and a touchdown. A.J. Dillon, 3 carries, 19 yards. Jalen Hurts had 9 carries, 15 yards, and had that touchdown run, that touchdown sneak that should have been called back, by the way, for false start.
Was a false start?
Yes.
I mean, regardless, the Kansas City Chiefs are not one to they shouldn't be ever one to complain about officiating.
True that. Jalen Hurts.
So even if they did have it's a moot point at this point because nobody wants to hear their complaints about officiating. Not after what's been going on for the past 2 seasons prior with the Kansas City Chiefs with officials and everything else. And yeah, whatever. Most of it's jokes, but they're getting calls. And Philly just dominated them. They from the start of the game to the end of the game, they just bullied them. If anybody wants to beat Kansas City, watch that tape.
15 to 22, Jalen Hurts for 101 yards. That's what Chris Jones was talking about. He said, you ain't even have 100 yards. Technically, he had 94 because he got sacked twice. So he had 94 yards. He said, you ain't even have 100 yards. And Jalen Hurts said, we won the effing game. Shut your. Tell him to shut up.
Yep.
Hilarious. Yeah. Hilarious. Chiefs 0-2.
First time under Mahomes, 0-2, huh?
Mm-hmm. All right. Time to talk about these Minnesota Vikings. Boy, didn't I tell I could have swore. Wait a minute. I could have swore I told y'all the Vikings going Viking. Skull. Everybody was like, J.J. McCarthy, those 3 touchdowns last week.
Now he's hurt. And now he's
3
hurt.
touchdowns last week. What happened this week? Oh, that's right. He's injured.
He still looked poised in that game, though. I will say that, though. The amount of times that they were beating him up in the beginning of that game, they couldn't do nothing. They could not do anything. He still stayed in there and he still fought, though.
Ron Thomas' team locked them down. Let's be clear on that. 158 yards for J.J. McCarthy, 11 of 21, 2 interceptions. He was sacked 6 times. And their run offense is garbage too. Aaron Jones, 5 carries for 23 yards. Jordan Mason, 9 carries, 30 yards. JJ had 5 carries himself for 25 yards. Ain't getting it done. Bijan Robinson had 143 yards rushing in this game.
He did.
Tyler Algier had 76 yards rushing and a touchdown. They had over 200 yards rushing on them. Michael Penix, all he had to do was be a game manager. 13 to 21, 135 yards, sacked 3 times.
Just hand it off. You got
Drake
weapons.
London, 49 yards receiving, 37 yards for Kyle Pitts. Bijan had 25 yards as well. Justin Jefferson, 3 catches, 81 yards. Jalen Naylor, 3 catches, 31 yards. Adam Thielen, 2 catches, 26 yards. TJ Hawkinson, 1 catch, 12 yards. Bro.
They are definitely missing Addison.
As I said, no, I ain't missing Addison. Let's just be clear. JJ McCarthy is not that quarterback. I'm going to keep telling y'all this till the cows come home. Y'all can keep thinking that JJ McCarthy is all that. I watched him at Michigan. I'm not really sold on JJ McCarthy. I'm going to just tell you that right now.
You know who the happiest person was on that field? You know who the happiest person was on that field last night in the Minnesota-Atlanta game?
Who?
Kirk Cousins.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know what he was doing? He was sipping some Gatorade. He was wearing some headphones and goes, "That used to be me."
Yep.
That's exactly what he was saying across the line. That used to be me. Now you can get beat up, kid.
Mm-hmm.
It's another. I hate to compare it, but it's another Cincinnati, draw line where they just don't care about the offensive line in Minnesota.
Hell, don't be surprised. Listen to this. Hell, don't be surprised if Kirk Cousins don't be on Minnesota's phone line coming up real soon.
It could be, but that's a pretty big penny to fucking pick up. You're gonna pay a $40 million backup to come and play for you. You're gonna pick up that contract when you let him go.
Well. Here's what I will say on that. They probably should have paid Sam Darnold.
Yeah, probably.
Because I'm gonna tell you.
But I mean, last night I was watching it. Kirk's just sipping his Gatorade, smiling. Yeah, he's smiling because he's not the one getting beat up by getting popped on that Minnesota line. And he's
still getting paid.
He's getting paid, like whatever. He didn't even have to play. Penix. Here's my impression of Penix. Penix, I believe in my heart, Penix is a very good quarterback. But he shows those flashes at certain times, like, what the hell are you doing? Like, get rid of it. Stop holding on to the ball. Like, he's got to get rid of it quicker. He's got to make smarter. He's got to make quicker decisions. But he shows flashes where he's going to be a pretty damn good quarterback. And then he shows those flashes where, dude, what are you doing? And he's got to get over that hump of it's the mental mistakes. I think with Michael Penix, I think his biggest enemy is himself. And in certain aspects, that's a pretty good trait to have in quarterbacks because you're your biggest critic. But this kid, he's going to be good. He's going to come along real slow. It's going to take him about a good whole season to get his bearings. It's his first year at the helm. Like, I'm going to give him a shot at what he's getting, see what he's got. He seems to work well with Pitts. He seems to work well with Drake London. And it's nice to see them actually handing the ball off to Bijan Robinson for once. They wasted his whole rookie season sitting in the backfield doing nothing.
Yeah, Ron said we set a record 6 sacks on JJ. Absolutely.
Yeah. That offensive line is without Darisaw, and then Skull went down. So you got your starting all-pro rookie left tackle from last season. He's still not back, so you're having problems on that left side. And then the backup, Skull, which is not really that good, he goes down. So now you have like the third string emergency left tackle in that game early and often. So that was one of the biggest issues with Minnesota last night is they just didn't have any protection at all. that left tackle being gone is giving them like they're going to struggle until they start getting those guys back. They got to get healthy on the offensive line for them to succeed. Justin Jefferson, pretty decent game. Put up some numbers finally, but it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. He wasn't him last night.
Let's see here. Give me 1 second. So Texans, Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Oof. Lord. 20-19, Tampa Bay comes out with the victory. Texans 0-2.
Texans prove that their defense is still there, but they're not. They need Mixon back. It was clear tonight they need Mixon, and they also need Tank Dell. And when these guys start getting healthy, CJ Stroud will start coming back and playing better. But until he gets that supporting cast around him again, it's going to be the same that we saw tonight. It's going to be very pedestrian offense. There's not enough weapons. There's not enough talent on that side of the ball for them to succeed. They have them. They're just hurt. The only bright spot was Nico Collins. Tampa, Baker's a fighter. Baker's a fighter. He was limping and he was still fighting tonight.
Yeah, agreed.
Mike Evans. Have we finally saw a decline on Mike Evans after as far as what you've seen the past 2 weeks out of Tampa? What do you think?
He's old.
Yeah, I mean, does the streak end? Do you think the streak ends?
Yeah, 5 catches tonight for 56 yards. Tampa Bay's rushing game had 169 yards rushing,
which is the total opposite of what their offense is.
And what's up, Ron? Last 15 minutes of the show. Ron Thomas in the house. Talk Your Ass Tuesday. What up?
What's up? Yeah, we went to Minnesota and we shut their ass down. Minnesota Vikings. They were talking all that shit last year. We popped their ass 6 times.
Good. I'm glad. I'm happy about that popping. I picked Atlanta to win too, by the way.
They were talking all that shit last year. I don't think JJ should never came out of college.
Ooh.
I think the only reason he was good in college because the weapons were around him, made him better than what he is.
Ooh.
Now, let me say that.
Oh.
He was talking big boy shit last year, taking shots at us. Now look at you.
Who was?
JJ.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
McCarthy?
Yes. So I'm not giving him no credit. He deserved that.
Wait a minute. What? Why would he be talking shit about the Atlanta Falcons?
Yeah, because last year they were talking about we played them last year too. You don't remember?
Yes, I do remember.
And Coach Cousins were going back home to Minnesota and all that shit. Then he was like, I love to beat Coach Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons last year. Yeah. We took that personal. Yeah, we took that personal. We got that ass.
They ran the ball down their throats.
Yeah, Atlanta whooped that ass. I ain't gonna hold you. I was happy to see it because I told y'all I think Minnesota is flukes. I told y'all.
I was sitting there watching the game and I'm like, can somebody score a touchdown though? Like that's all I kept thinking, like the whole first 3 quarters. Like, can somebody score?
I wanted to put 38 on them.
I mean, nobody could put it in the end zone at all.
You're right. But
I
when
was sitting
you
there,
do
I'm like, somebody put it across the goal line. Somebody, please.
right, but
Break
when
it
you
open.
can run the ball, and
It was one of those games where it was just a knock fest and just
right,
I'm gonna push you, you're gonna push me. I'm gonna push you, you're gonna push
but,
me. Punt, 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 field goal,
but
field goal, punt,
let me
field
say
goal.
this: that is a top 5 defense,
Oh yeah, they got a
and
very good defense.
and when our young defense, what we did to them, and we set a record on them, 6 sacks, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles. I love it.
Atlanta versus Tampa is definitely going to be a battle for that division.
I
Just after what I've seen the last 2 weeks, it's going to be between Atlanta and Tampa for sure.
To be honest, they got off last week. They should not even won last week. They got lucky.
Who, Tampa?
Tampa got lucky. And this is why I say that. If your OC to make better play calling, Tampa Bay would have got. My OC, terrible. He terrible.
Who did Tampa Bay play last week again? I forgot.
They played us.
Oh,
Atlanta.
yeah, that's right. They did play Atlanta. And I had Atlanta winning that game, too, and I was quite upset.
And
Phoenix looked good last week. Phoenix looked amazing last week, actually.
Yes, he did.
My OC don't know how to make better play calling to get
that ass
everybody in the game.
Well, Atlanta, I mean, I talked about it last year. Like, there's only so many times you can do an inside zone before you. All right, let's do something else.
Right, I'm with you on that, but that your bread and butter. They're like Chicago.
But now it's actually working.
Right.
It took them a whole season to try to get the inside zone and outside zone correct. Right. And now it's actually working this year. So, I mean, kudos, I guess, but it took so long for them to try and figure it out.
Right.
Whatever the blocking scheme was that they weren't computing in their minds when they were playing last year. That's what I'm like, there's only so many inside zone runs to the left that you can do before the defense is just going to start pummeling down on that end.
So,
all right, let's finish these games real quick, and then we got a segment. We got one segment to do, and then we're gonna be off. But Ryan, I'm gonna let you talk about Atlanta shortly. Baker Mayfield, 25 of 38, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, sacked 4 times in this game. C.J. Stroud, 13 of 24, 207 yards, 1 touchdown, sacked 3 times. Bucky Irvin, we talked about it already. Tampa Bay had 169 total yards of rushing. Bucky Irvin, 71. Rashad White had 65. Baker Mayfield ran for 33. Nick Chubb had 12 carries, 43 yards, and a touchdown. They definitely need Joe Mixon back, too, because their run defense or their run offense has been abysmal.
Oh, yeah.
As well.
Without Mixon, they're toast.
Houston defense, where the defense at?
Houston's defense has actually been pretty decent, but tonight they gave up 300
the Chiefs
60 yards
of
offense in this game. Gave up 360 yards of offense and only had 266 yards of offense. Nico Collins had that phenomenal catch early in the game, but that was
to me
second home game without a TD since 2020 for the Raiders tonight.
Speaking of which, we're gonna get to them. We're gonna get to them in a second too. Ryan, go ahead and make your thought on this so we can move to the next game.
To me, why Houston did not go for the field goal when they caught that touchdown? I like take the points, take the field goal. You don't go for 2 and you've been losing the whole game. You take the field goal, but they went for 2. I'm like, what are you doing? What is he doing?
A lot of questionable calls.
Yeah, a lot of questions to be asked. Chargers 20-9 over the Raiders tonight. Chargers 2-0. Chargers 2-0.
Herbert looks good.
The Chargers might win the division, and it's starting to look early. The early signs is that the Chargers might win this division.
Yeah.
They look like the best team.
Right
Offensively
now.
and defensively, they look like the best team right now.
They look how they're doing just enough to get the games won, and they're doing their job. You know what I
They
mean?
healthy right now.
It's you did your job against KC. You stopped the people that you needed to stop. You played great defense. It's a very big blow for the Chargers defense tonight. With
Yeah,
Khalil Mack
major
going
injury
down.
alert.
Khalil Mack, man, he's not going to be back. I don't think. I don't think he's coming back from that injury. Because I think he's when that helmet and the way that moved, the way that I looked at that, because I didn't even see it till the second time that they played it, and when I watched it, the way that thing bent, that's not how an arm's supposed to bend.
It ugly. It looked like Freddy. It ugly.
That looked like it almost like a compound fracture.
Right. They're like 8 weeks right there. They're here.
That's a whole season for one, and as old as he is, could be 12 weeks.
Ooh.
Justin Herbert, 242 yards tonight, 19 of 27, 2 touchdowns, sacked twice. Geno Smith, 24 of 43, 180, 3 interceptions, sacked 3 times. I actually, if I could, I would, matter of fact, I might just, let me see something. Let me see if I actually can get this on the show. I'm about to take a picture. I'll take this picture real quick. I'm going to take this picture. And y'all tell me what's wrong with this picture. Right quick.
If Houston was smart, they would go get that other free agent pass rusher out there. I mean the Chargers.
For the Chargers.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people out there that are still free agents that they can go and get, but it's like, man, it just sucks because they did give him an extension.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he was performing up to his contract because Khalil Mack is still playing on a good level.
Right.
Now that injury that he got tonight, that could take him out.
Yeah. You right about that.
I mean, that also has to do with, like, can you, like, you know what I mean? Like, after it heals, can you still grab? Can you still have, you know, there's a lot of factors that go into it.
Ooh.
I mean, he might still be a presence on the field, but it might not be the same person.
Yeah, you're right about that one. The Raiders just look awful.
I need him to move out the way.
You run into your own players. I mean,
move out the way, RC.
The Raiders.
Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly's offense. Well, we are now understanding why Chip Kelly didn't last long in the NFL. That offense that he's calling and the Raiders. Did you see Tom Brady staring at him? It's almost like he was. It's almost like he was looking like he was like beams of like red laser beams in the back of Chip Kelly's head in that box.
They at the end of the year, then he let him go. I mean, Chip Kelly just. He's not made for the NFL. He a college.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, Chip Kelly is the Raiders' offensive coordinator. I was like, when did he sneak back in? I'm like, he snuck back in real smooth.
Right.
Yeah, ain't nobody even. Hold on. So I need y'all to look at what I just sent y'all. I sent it to you. I sent it to both of y'all.
Where did you send it? What, on Messenger?
Yep.
All right, hold on. Okay.
You see the picture?
Yeah.
Where do you think Geno Smith went with this football?
He went to the wrong guy. He should have went to the corner.
Exactly.
He's trying to go to the double up. Yeah. That's classic Geno.
And he threw an interception on that play, by the way.
Yeah, that's classic Geno.
This signifies the game for tonight. I'm like, Gino, there's plays where you're like, what the hell are you doing? Even Pete Carroll was like, what are you doing, sir? Like, you can see the look on his face. His face told it, the whole story. What are you doing, Gino?
Well, you know that Harbaugh is breathing a big breath of fresh air right now because tonight he just went 2-0 in his division.
Yep.
He knocked off the big dog and he knocked off the Raiders. So now you just got to go and
Oh no,
beat
you
up
can
on
say
the Broncos.
he knocked off the big dog and he knocked off the little dog.
Oh shit!
Now you got to go against the big bad defense.
Now you got the Broncos.
Yeah, because and what I mean, to be honest, the Broncos defense is built to beat either San Diego or not San. I always call them San Diego. That's their defense is built to beat the Chargers and the Chiefs. The Denver and the Raiders got their own. They got their own little rivalry.
I feel like
what rivalry?
Denver and the Raiders for years, man. Like those are classic matches.
What rivalry?
Denver and the Raiders?
It's a joke.
Oh.
It's a joke. Andre,
but that Broncos defense, it's built to beat. It's built to beat the Chargers and it's built to beat the Chiefs.
Oh no, no. If they healthy, they might get somebody in the playoffs.
Yeah, because that Broncos defensive line is a monster.
Yeah,
and their secondary is built to stop the Chargers and the Chiefs.
All right, real quick before we go. Damn, it's already 1:30. Wow.
Yeah, it's getting late, huh?
Yeah, it's late as hell. Because these Monday Night Football games is super late. They had a doubleheader tonight.
Yeah, we'll be chopping it too.
And we do chop it up, definitely. It's a nice 2-hour show. Nice 2-hour show. I expect these shows to be like 2 hours, which is cool because we write it on time. All right. Cool. Guess what? It's time. Who's spewing that dumpster juice? This segment right here is your worst 3 NFL team performances of the week. Go ahead and drop it down. Drop it down for us. Ron, your worst 3 team. Matter of fact, yeah, we're gonna go with Ron.
Well, I said one in the chat, and I'm not taking no shots. But Chicago, the Lions were playing Madden this weekend.
Okay.
They were playing Madden on their ass.
Okay.
Chicago Bears.
Okay.
Now the other two, the Raiders. The Raiders. Y'all clean house and y'all come back with this. This how you play? And Houston, Texas. But I'll be right back. Don't mind 3.
Okay. DJ Nico Shaw, you're 3. Who's spewing that dumpster juice this week?
They're spewing everywhere, and they don't even know it. Fucking the Patriots.
They won this week.
I don't care.
Wow.
I'm getting to that.
Wow.
I'm getting to that. The New England Patriots are hot garbage. They really are. They're hot garbage. And the reason why is because New York Jets are number 2. They're spewing dumpster juice everywhere. Their organizations, they don't know what the hell they're doing. Come on, man. The offensive display that you put up against Buffalo, like you're supposed to be like the guys that were supposed to be Super Bowl favorites last year with Aaron Rodgers at the helm. Like, come on, New York, you just got a nice shiny new toy that just put up all kinds of yardage last week against Aaron Rodgers. And you did nothing on the field against Buffalo at all. Like, you didn't show up. You didn't even come to the game. And the number 1 team this week is the dumpster fucking juice spewing is Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins are the worst fucking team in the NFL. And their organization is come on, dude. Did you watch Mike McDaniel in the press conference? That's your head coach? This is what we're talking about in a press conference about the game? And you sound like a bumbling idiot. Like, they're the worst team in the NFL. And the only reason why that the Patriots are number 3 is because the fucking Dolphins are number 1. And the Jets are right in between.
Hilarious.
So I'm sorry to put that spin on it and confuse you for a minute, but don't get it confused. The New England and that's is why the Buffalo Bills are going to rush through the AFC East again this year. The Patriots are horrible. The Jets are damn near dismal. And the Dolphins, it just hit the restart button, dude. Just start it. Like, sorry. Hey, Jay Renault. No, sorry. They're bum as hell. Sorry, man.
Hold on. And the good words, go ahead, Ron, real quick.
I don't think nobody will trade for Tyreek Hill. He becoming a problem outside of the off the field. Let me say that. 1 minute you taking up for your quarterback. The next minute you dodging the shit out of your quarterback. Then you dodging the fuck out of the head coach. Who will want no problems?
He's a cancer.
Hey. That's his dumbass. He's the one that chose to go there.
Yeah, he's a cancer in the locker room, man.
I
think he just has more personal issues. I think all his personal issues have been fall onto the team.
Me and Andre were talking about this a long time ago. I like, why the fuck you would go from Kansas City to the Miami Dolphins? What they done?
Less taxes? That's about it. That's all I can think of.
Hold on, y'all. Y'all ready? Number 3. You ready? Hey, Jay Renaud. What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? I'm just wondering, what did I miss? I'm trying to figure out, what did I miss? Exactly. I told you that your Miami Dolphins was going to be boo-boo shit this year. Garbage. And we're going to see Thursday night where y'all go 0-3 because the Bills about to come spank that ass too. You got to come right here to one Bills drive. You lucky it's not in the winter or y'all really would be getting y'all ass whooped because y'all know how y'all play in the wintertime. But y'all about to get y'all ass spanked on neutral soil against the Bills who done put up 41 and 30 points in the first 2 games of the season. And what y'all think y'all doing exactly? Y'all about to get y'all ass spanked. It's not even gonna be, I got them losing by at least 2 touchdowns this week.
I got them losing by 4 touchdowns this week.
Damn. Oh, damn, man. I'm going to be my bookie.
Wait a minute. Me and my co-host, Dennis Holmes, shout out to my boy. He said when your offensive line don't move their feet, they ain't go for foot.
Well,
yeah.
Are they going to be moving it? Hold on. No, Ron. They're going to be moving their feet this week. When they running back to the bench after third down, another failed third down attempt. There's gonna be plenty of them this week. There's gonna be at least, I predict at least 7 third downs that Miami don't convert this week.
And the people that own Rick Ross, he told the owner, "Why don't y'all go after Shador instead of Tua?"
I mean, you paying $55 million for Tua to spit on that.
They're gonna live and die by the sword in Miami.
Yo, they're done. Well, I'm not gonna ruin Wednesday's show, but I got some shit to say on Wednesday about.
So that's number 3 in your book is the Miami Dolphins.
Absolutely, Miami is number 3, even if they did score 27 points. I was kind of like on the fence on Miami being like outside the top 3, but no, Miami 0-2 in the way they've lost and the stuff that I've seen, just the all around theatrics, the bullshit, the whole 9 yards. Mike McDaniel, straight hot dumpster juice. It's clips. Miami is number 3 to me. Number two would be the Minnesota Vikings this week. Sorry ass performance. JJ McCarthy got injured, but Minnesota was getting their ass clamped. Atlanta was putting the clamps on them. I watched that. I'm like, yes, thank you Ron. Thank you very much, by the way, for getting rid of the argument that them two bum. Hold on. Hey Detroit, Minnesota. What did I miss? What did I miss exactly? That's gonna be my thing. What did I miss? Because we rented out the damn division for 4 years since 2020. We've been renting out the division to y'all asses. Y'all ain't did absolutely nothing with it at all. Matter of fact, I will go on the record now and say 2 of the worst 14-win teams I've ever seen in NFL history. The bums last year. What did I miss? Minnesota, you got your ass spanked. You got your ass spanked 2 weeks in a row. It got eliminated. Detroit spanked y'all twice. Last week of the season, and then you got spanked week 1 of the playoffs, got spanked. Detroit turn around next week and get spanked by Jayden Daniels. They put up damn near 50 on y'all. Y'all 15 and 14 went to get off my damn set. I don't want to hear nothing about them Kings of the North. They ain't no damn Kings. Them is not Kings. Them is rentals. Them is rentals. Rentals.
I wish we should have put 38 on them.
I can't even say they blockbuster rentals, because blockbuster, the definition of blockbuster means that you actually did something worth watching. YouTube bums, Tubi bums, Tubi rentals. Tubi rentals. That's the Tubi rentals. YouTube, Minnesota and Detroit. Tubi rentals. Sir.
Hey.
Back it up. It's time to get back to where y'all belong.
What Cat Williams said? What Cat Williams said? He should never been talking shit.
Yeah, this time to get back to where y'all know y'all belong. Y'all know y'all belong in second and third place. Right in front of that Gyron Taz jersey we got on 52. Them doodoo ass, sorry ass Bears. Them shitty ass Bears who still listen. Ron, did you see what they tried to do? Remember, Ron, we used to have shows where we used to talk about the emblem on the Chicago Bears, like a toilet seat. They tried to put a bear on there to try to hide the fact that it's still a toilet seat really up there instead of the damn bear. That Bears trash. I don't give a damn. Ben Johnson, Yo Johnson, Johnson & Johnson, Magic Johnson. Still trash. It's still garbage. It's still garbage. Still hot dumpster juice. And you lucky I ain't putting the Bears on this list this week with that sorry ass performance.
I mean, damn. Maybe this was the year that Chicago really do something. They spent a lot of money in the offseason on the offensive line and defensive line. And you come out and do that shit?
Bro, you could have 2 different who spew that dumpster juice lists this week. Legitimately. You could have 2 different lists.
But I mean,
2 different lists of threes this week.
Like Tommy Boy said, you could put a big piece of shit in a really nice, pretty box, but it's still a piece of shit.
Right.
Absolutely. Because, I mean, let's be clear. The Bears could be on this list. Hell. Who did I say was number 1?
You didn't.
Did I say? Oh, the Jets is number 1.
Jets is number 1, huh?
To me,
number 1 this week.
To me,
they were bad. They were bad.
I think the Jets are going to be a problem. We're healthy.
I mean, as of yesterday, they didn't even know what the hell they were doing.
Right, but they quarterback got knocked the fuck out like Debo hit him. Shout out to Justin Fields.
Yeah, but you know what though? What sucks too is that Milano got hurt.
Right. That another one. So you're missing your key pieces. And I had not seen enough from them yet. But I think 2 years, that would be a problem.
Torch, is that confirmed that Milano did get hurt though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
Yeah. Tell him, Andre.
Hold on. I want to make sure that I have the right diagnosis. I don't want to say the wrong diagnosis.
Is it something torso, or do they think it was like a leg?
He has a pec injury.
It's a pectoral injury.
Yep.
That's gonna be a minute.
Didn't he have a torn one last year?
Yep.
Fuck.
That's gonna be a minute.
That's not good. That's gonna take him out at least 2 games.
Yeah.
By the way,
at least 2 games.
He did not participate in today's walkthrough either.
All right, so then we got Buffalo Joe gonna be in
yeah.
He's gonna be starting this week. Buffalo Joe. It'll be Buffalo Joe and Dorian Williams.
Sean McDermott said he does not know if it's a long-term injury or not. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, and we got a caller before we go off the line.
The Miami.
Right, Jay Renard talking about his Dolphins.
Hold on. Caller, what's up?
You still alive?
Yes, I am. What's up? Oh, we got my guy on here, Andy. Andy, what up?
Hey. So one game was boring. I fell asleep.
Oh, he said he fell asleep on the game.
Which one?
Yeah.
Right, which one?
They were both boring. They were both kind of
Monday night football games was boo-boo.
I mean, it was a little bit exciting at the end of the one, but the first one was poo.
Dude, you literally could. So, Andy, while you're on the line, we're doing who's spewing that dumpster juice, which is the 3 worst team performances of week 2. Which 3 teams had the worst performances this week? I want to hear yours. I'd love to hear it.
Well, the Jets got to be one. I mean, that performance was fucking awful.
Definitely number 1. God awful.
What's the Lions play? Because they
the Bears.
They got shellacked.
The Bears.
That would be 2.
The Bears.
The Bears is 2. Interesting.
And I guess you could. I think Minnesota didn't have a very good game either. So.
Minnesota, number 3 to you. Yep, you got 2. You got 2 out of the 3 that I had. I definitely have the Jets at 1, Minnesota 2, and I had the Dolphins at 3. I swear the Dolphins is just garbage to me.
I mean, they are, but that game was close. So
yeah, it was close because they was playing the New England Patriots. Straight boo-boo cheeks to me. They're bums. You literally could have 2 different lists. I mean, the Raiders could go on there. The Raiders
and then honorable mention of dumpster juice of the week, I would say the Cleveland Browns.
Raiders, Browns, freaking who else? Who else could go on this list?
Did Pittsburgh win this week?
Hell no.
No, Pittsburgh lost to Seattle.
The punt return. He should be personally on there.
Oh, yeah, his dumbass.
How you gonna let the ball go behind you and not go back and get it? Just walk to the sideline.
Goofy.
I mean, where they
all the games? There's still a couple left.
Nah, we did every single game this week already. That's why we was doing the top 3 worst performances of the week. Who's spewing that dumpster juice this week? You can put that on.
It's definitely the Jets.
Yeah, definitely Jets.
All right. So I got a question. Who's the number 1 who's everybody's standout this week?
Oh, Jared Goff. 5 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
300 plus yards. Jared Goff.
On Chicago? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
52? That man was playing Madden.
Jared Goff is one.
He was playing Madden.
I'm gonna say my guy this week was Jonathan Taylor.
Oh yeah, Jonathan Taylor, 165 yards. I was about to say, Daniel Jones
And the air yards. And the air yards too.
Yeah, Daniel Jones might be number 2 on that list this week. Daniel Jones done had back-to-back good performances though.
Yeah. And who are they playing? And who's Indy playing next week?
It's very weird.
He really has. Who was the Colts playing next week?
Yeah, who the Colts got on next up?
Well, let's look that up.
That's going to be a very interesting game, whoever they play.
Okay, so next week. Oh, by the way, this is next week's games. I might as well just say it right on the show. I'll just say what next week's games are. Next week, week 3.
I know we play Carolina
already. Week 3. Miami, Buffalo, obviously Thursday night. And like I said, Buffalo winning by 2 touchdowns. Green Bay versus Cleveland. Green Bay going to win by 2 touchdowns. They play the Tennessee Titans next week.
Indy does?
Yes.
I'm going to watch that game. I'm going to take Colts heavy in that fantasy matchup.
The Colts are like a 4-point favorite, though.
Look, I might take me a nap during that game.
Jonathan Taylor is going to absolutely destroy fantasy next week.
Cincinnati plays Minnesota next week. Cincinnati might be 3-0, and they might be bailed out by the schedule. I don't think Minnesota is beating Cincinnati, but okay.
I think that's going to be a close game.
Pittsburgh plays New England next week.
Pittsburgh in New England? Oh, all right. Well, we're going to see if Pittsburgh can actually stop the run.
Yeah, and we're going to see if they actually can run the football. I doubt it against New England.
Oh, no, now. Arthur Smith, known for running the ball.
Yeah, but they've been terrible the last 2 weeks running the football. I ain't gonna hold it.
What's the next game?
Rams versus Eagles next week.
Rams versus Eagles? Ooh, defense versus offense. Defense versus offense.
Where they playing at?
It's in Philly, though.
Oh,
Philly got that.
That's going to be a good game.
That'll be a good game, and it's a test for the Rams.
Yeah, that's going to see if their defense can hold up, because that's a rematch of the playoffs.
Yeah. Jets at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay might go 3-0.
We're going to see if Tampa's got some weapons or not.
They got some weapons.
Because I mean the Jets can't stop shit. They can't stop shit, and they can't fucking score. Like they did it, you know what I mean? But they played against Pittsburgh, so we're gonna see how good Pittsburgh is next week too.
Well, Vegas is luck doesn't get any better this week when they gotta play the Commanders.
They should not even put that game on TV.
Jaden Daniels might not play though, so they might have a chance.
Right.
So who's the backup in Washington?
Washington's backup.
They got Mariota.
Marcus Mariota.
Yep, it's Mariota.
Yeah, fuck that game. I'm not watching that.
Fuck that.
A running back's going to be the best player in that game.
Atlanta at Carolina. I got Atlanta to win this one too.
Atlanta will win that game
by 2 touchdowns.
Houston at Jacksonville. Houston is 0-2 right now.
Houston's gonna get their first win next week.
Oh no, Jacksonville been playing a little tough.
Yeah, but Houston always beats up on Jacksonville.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm in agreement with Andy already. If Houston loses this week against Jacksonville, they're done. 0-3, I think they're done.
Yeah, they're gonna fight for their life. They're gonna fight for their life this week.
Denver, the Broncos versus the Chargers. I guess we get to finally see.
Oh my God, yeah, that's gonna be an awesome game. Is it a 4:00 game?
Yes,
it is. Sunday night, or is it Sunday night?
It's a 4:00 game, and it's in LA.
Oh, that's gonna be a really good game.
Seattle
I'm so
versus
glad I'm off.
Seattle versus New Orleans.
Seattle got that.
Yeah, Seattle.
Dallas at Chicago.
Who?
In a battle of who cares?
Yo,
Battle.
if you wanted to say, if you that's a stand-up comedy game right there. Tune in to laugh.
Watch Chicago get their first win this week.
Is Chicago beat Dallas?
I
Bro, the Giants should have beat Dallas.
hope Chicago beats Dallas.
Is Chicago beat Dallas?
And then
I
lucky they
want to see what Jerry Jones will
lucky they
say.
got the best.
If Chicago beats Dallas, you won't hear a peep out of them Dallas Cowboy fans for at least another week.
Because Chicago lost their best corner this week.
Jelon Johnson is out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arizona versus San Francisco. That's going to be an interesting game.
Ooh, I got the 49ers on that one.
They're both 2-0. I got the 49ers too, just because I don't like Arizona on the road at all.
It's going to be a very good game to watch.
Kansas City against the Giants is the Sunday night football game of the week.
How did they
It's
not?
Sunday night?
Nobody
Oh,
wants to see
God.
that.
No way. Are you kidding me? Kansas
the-
City
The
plays
team
New York.
everybody hates and the team nobody wants to see.
I'm so serious. 0-2 Kansas
the-
City versus 0-2 Giants.
Like we just said, the Giants should
that's
have
the
beat
Sunday
Dallas.
night football game.
Yes, it is. They should have moved the Rams Philly game to Sunday night.
Yo, so Carter, I can't wait to watch Carter. I can't wait to see what that young kid does if he can get after Mahomes. That's going to be what I'm watching.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of all these games, that's the only real super interesting game that stands out for the week. Next week
Yeah.
is the Rams Eagles game. Besides Monday night, they did the right thing Monday night by having Detroit and Baltimore.
Detroit and Baltimore is going to be a fucking that's going to be that I don't know what to expect with that
Monday?
game. That's Monday Night
Detroit and
Football.
Baltimore.
We're starting after that game.
That's gonna be a hell of a game.
We're definitely starting
We're
after
starting
that
after
game.
that game next Monday.
Yeah.
Next Monday it'll be a 11:30 start again. Like this week, we started at 11:30. Technically, we've been on damn near 2.5 hours. Joe Burrow
won't put me to sleep, so
it definitely won't be a put you to sleep game. Joe Burrow out for 3 months. Jayden Daniels is doubtful for Sunday's game against the Raiders with a left knee injury.
Let me ask y'all a question. Should Joe Burrows ask for a trade?
No.
yeah, these injuries are piling up. Getting a little crazy this year.
No.
He should
But
not.
JJ McCarthy is expected to miss 2 to 4 weeks with a high ankle sprain.
So who's the starter then?
Let me just say this real quick about the Joe Burrow thing. Okay. Let me say this. There was conversations today that Joe Burrow, that Cincinnati may want to make a move after this season.
They would be unless they don't plan on getting an offensive lineman. It makes sense.
And here's why: you're paying Joe Burrow $55 million a year,
but you cannot protect him,
right? And you can't protect him. I feel like Cincinnati is in one of those shitty situations.
Right. So if I'm Joe Burrows, I'll be like, deuces.
Because to me, it's like, you definitely don't want to trade Joe Burrow, obviously. But you also haven't protected him in which
4 years, 5 years.
Okay.
They have literally a Detroit Lions situation from like 7 years.
I've been here
like 7 years ago. Absolutely. And that's a problem, sir. Your team hasn't made the playoffs. It probably is going to be going on 3 years now. And I said, remember, Ron, How many years in a row have I been right about the Cincinnati Bengals?
Hey, where Marcus Betts at? Where he at?
Yes, I know. I said this earlier.
You know my brain's like moving and moving and shaking
Ron
right now.
Remember, Ferguson was talking all that junk about Cincinnati this year.
Yeah,
okay.
Who would be the best fit and best trade move for Joe Burrow to go to? And you saying that, like Cincinnati, like shopping them around and watching these games and these teams and looking at these teams this year. The only fit that I see where Joe Burrow goes is the Raiders.
I got one for you, and Andre would not like this.
You better not say the fucking Bears.
Hell no. I cannot.
Minnesota?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Who?
Minnesota.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't want to go there because they can't protect their quarterback either.
Wait a minute. But the same team they protected Sam Darnold last year. Sam Darnold, they went 14-3 last year.
Yeah,
but the same team.
The only thing you got to think about though is how much money that there actually is there's how much money, how much room they have. Like who can actually afford that contract? And realistically, the Raiders.
I mean,
can you hear them now?
I hear it now.
Okay, good.
I don't trust Pete Carroll. They're just me though.
Yeah, but how long is Pete Carroll really going to be there? He's 74.
He's the one chose to go to Las Vegas.
Yeah, but he can retire at any time.
He said Minnesota, and I'm thinking
not Minnesota.
Andre. Something.
Wait a minute, Andre.
He's not going to go to Minnesota.
Wait a minute, Andre. Joe Burrow's not a bad quarterback. It's just a shitty team he on.
Yeah, Joe Burrow definitely not a bad quarterback.
Right. I mean, the other team that he would fit in with would be Atlanta because their budget is big.
Well,
they still have a lot of money.
Minnesota. Wait a minute, though. Technically, Minnesota has no major contracts, though.
See what I mean?
Jefferson.
Jefferson is the only one.
The only one they got.
Jefferson is the only one they got. I mean, they have money,
right?
Or the only other place is Miami.
Hell no!
And I don't want to see that.
Or what about the Giants?
Yeah, Miami has no money.
What about the Giants?
It would be the Jets before it would be Miami.
Oh no! See,
I think the best fit for him would be the Raiders. Honestly, that like my original take on it is if he's going to get traded anywhere, you trade him to the Raiders. They got a lot of money. They have nothing like that they're spending anything on. They have all rookies and youngsters. Like they don't really spend. They haven't spent anything in Vegas. They can go out shopping next year if they trade for him because they got to fit the bill in Cincy.
They would be in the same place that Cincinnati in with the offensive line.
Yeah, but they would just go out and because Tom Brady, him helping run that organization. First thing he's going to say is we're going to go and buy some linemen.
That's true, too.
That's the first thing he would be like, if we trade for Joe Burrow, better open your fucking pocketbooks and start buying offensive linemen.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what he's going to fucking do because that's the same type of quarterback that Tom is.
Yeah. And they got that spunk.
And they got a ton of money to spend still. I mean, it's hard to come back from a guy that had to get sent to prison for, you know what I mean? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, that's hard to come back from that organization. But, you know what I mean? I like all the leaps and bounds that they have done. I like Jonty. I like the fact that they're nice and young and you can actually coach them. You know what I mean? They just got to get rid of Geno. You know what I mean? He's not the answer. He's a bridge player at best.
You right about that?
They need some receivers. Amari Cooper was like, I'm too old for this shit. Right. You know what I mean? Like, at least he knew he was too old for this shit.
But my thing with him, he knew he was going to retire before he went back. What the point of going back and you already made up your mind you're going to retire?
I don't know. Maybe he had a car payment to make, and he just wanted to check for the week.
I cannot.
You know, who knows? Who
I
knows?
done. I done.
He wanted to go practice, work out a bit,
Okay.
you know, and get paid
When-
for it. Who knows with these guys?
Andre the vouch for this. When you already made up your mind you going to do something, your body checked out a long time ago.
He probably already knew that last year was his last year.
That's true too. So you got the Raiders, you got Minnesota, you got.
But you got to give at least a little bit of props to him. He went back to the Raiders, played a little bit, practiced, and still retired a Raider, who he was originally drafted.
Yeah.
So you know what? Props to him.
Yeah.
He had a good career. He was a monster.
Yeah. The old Alabama wide receivers, they different.
Yeah. He was in the class with Julio.
Yeah. So you got
they played on the same team. They might not have been in the same class, but they played on the same team.
Mm-hmm. You got
Same
the
thing
Raiders.
with, you know what I mean? Same thing with Chase and Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you get all those guys are all together. Like those are all the 8 SEC guys. Like right now, all those guys that were in the SEC when they were dominating everything, all those guys are coming into their prime. And then the next guys that are coming in are the ACC and the Big Ten guys.
I like him. I like him. You know your shit. I like this dude.
You know what I mean? And then now it's like you're seeing all these guys that won the national championships, and then they're all key pieces on different teams, and it's interesting now. And it all started from like Julio, Amari Cooper, Derrick Henry's the last of them. You know what I mean? Of those teams.
So
and now you got LSU teams. You know what I mean? You got the Alabama teams of the new school, like the Mechie. You know what I mean? Like he's even left over. Devontae Smith, you know, all those guys.
So let me ask y'all this. If they trade him, Joe Burrow, will they trade Chase too?
No. He's there for life. He's like AJ Green. He's not going anywhere until he's
AJ Green left.
Yeah, but he had to leave. His contract ran out and they weren't re-signing him.
I mean, you trading the leader of your franchise. Well, think about it.
That's the only marketable player that they have in Cincinnati. They've done that shit for years. They've kept one player, and they've kept one player really where they just keep them for their career until they just run them out. You know what I mean? And that's the only guy. They did it with Ocho Cinco. You know what I mean? They just marketed him until he was done.
Right.
You know what I mean? They did the same thing to AJ Green. Carson Palmer was the only smart one out of that whole crew that left. And he actually did some. He almost won a bowl. So, you know what I mean? He was the only smart one that got, I mean, he did it his own way. It wasn't the best way. Right. But he did it and he got out. AJ Green was trying to get out like 2 seasons prior, but then he kept getting hurt. Then he wasn't marketable anymore.
So you got Minnesota, you got the Raiders. Who else, Andre?
Cleveland.
Oh, hell no.
Why not? They got a mess over there anyway.
I would say that.
They don't know what they want to do in Cleveland.
Right.
Can you imagine if they try to trade for him? Then they got Watson, Mr. Touch.
I would say this. If Cleveland trying to trade for him, if I'm Joe Burrow, I'd be like, you know what? I'm retired. I'm done.
Pittsburgh.
That Pittsburgh like the rookie too much.
Ooh, that hurts. Oh,
so, Andre, I need one more team.
I can't think of a team.
New Orleans?
No, they got no money.
Carolina?
They're like Bryce Young.
Do they have a budget? Oh, they got Bryce Young, but if they traded Bryce Young and picks for Burrow, you know what
Happy
I mean?
birthday, Pete Carroll. Now take this L.
Yeah, right.
Like
wait till you see that Astros highlight when the guy rolled his ankle at home plate. Ooh.
So we need another team, Andre.
Mm. Wow.
And the Raiders are going to have a nice pick next year too.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they're going to do is load up. If it does happen, and you see the rate, or if you see a specific team loading up on offensive linemen, you know the fix is in.
Mm-hmm.
Next year. Like that's like the dead giveaway next year.
Right.
If that, like hypothetically, if that trade was going to happen, that is like one sign that you would look for in any team around the NFL. If they sign more than 2 linemen and give them good contracts for like 4 years, you know exactly what that's about, and it's probably going to happen then.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a dead giveaway if
You
anybody signed 2 or more linemen.
You got Minnesota. You got the Raiders. Andre finally got quiet. He's never been quiet ever since I know Andre.
It's a calculated thought on this one, huh?
I've been knowing Andre for 5 years. He's never
It's
been this
calculated.
quiet.
I would say even the Jets.
Ooh.
Here's one nobody's thinking about either.
And then you put all those quarterbacks in that same division. Whoa.
Ooh.
Who? Hold on. Andy, who did you say?
The Rams. Stafford may be retired this year, so I mean they're going to be looking for an heir apparent.
Oh, that's true.
Who?
That's true.
What team?
Matthew Stafford might retire this year. What?
Oh, the
happened?
Rams. Yeah, Rams. Yeah.
No, because they got the backup quarterback from Georgia.
And the thing about it is the Rams don't give a shit about first round picks. They proved that before.
Right.
Shit, that'd be a nice shiny new toy for Sean McVay.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get one Hall of Famer and I get another
For another
Hall of
one?
Famer.
Right.
All right.
Rams.
That'd be one hell of a luck out on a quarterback, huh?
Right.
I mean, the Rams went from Jared Goff to
What?
Matthew Stafford.
Wait a minute.
To Matthew Stafford to Joe Burrow. That would be crazy.
Really?
Sean McVay has been blessed with good quarterbacks.
What? You put him
you know what I mean? Like he hasn't had to go through like the two.
And they have no major contracts either.
Yeah. So I mean, they haven't had to go through like a Tua era.
Right.
You know what I mean? They haven't had to go through a Mac Jones era.
Right. So you got the Rams, Minnesota, and the Raiders.
I will give Mike Tomlin his props because he has weathered every single storm that there ever was regarding a quarterback situation and his teams, and to still keep it above 500 or more for the whole longevity of his career.
Right.
That's an evil genius over there. You've had to deal with fucking Duck, Goose, Jones, and everything else, and Mason Rudolph getting hit in the head with the helmet and fucking like, and you still end 8-8, like, you know what I mean? Like, like, oh my god,
make it so bad, man. He got hit in the head. We did a show that night.
Yeah, and you know what I mean. He lived through the Neil O'Donnell years, and you know what I mean.
You remember?
At the end of
we
his
did
career.
a show that night.
Yes.
Who?
Mason Rudolph did?
Man, he got hit in the head.
Rudolph, yeah.
Man, I heard he had a goose egg.
So you got the Rams, the Raiders, and Minnesota. If I'm here, I live in my best life. Send me to the Rams.
I mean, he could be the new Broadway Joe.
Right.
Hell no.
I mean, he does act like Joe Namath, kind of.
But
he's cocky like him.
Will you still want to be in the cold? And the Rams, they already built.
I got a question for y'all real quick before we go too.
Okay. Yeah, I was
Name
going to say we're about to wrap it up.
Name the two teams that have not trailed at all this season.
The two teams that haven't trailed
at all this season.
Tampa Bay.
So I have to guess, huh?
Nope, Tampa Bay is not one.
They're not one.
No.
Chargers?
The Chargers is one.
Green Bay, the other one?
Yep, Green Bay is the other.
I should know it had something.
I knew it was going to be a Green Bay infused question.
Oh, your boys looking good, Andre. Yeah,
they do look good, man.
Thank you.
That
your
defense.
Thank
I
you.
can't wait till they play Dallas.
We about to spank Dallas ass.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Micah Parsons to go in Dallas and spank their ass.
Defense.
I can't wait to play the Green Bay Packers in the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, there's your prediction. Bills, Packers. That's my prediction.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Ooh.
By the way, I can't wait till we play Philly.
Why Philly?
Because the revenge tour is on. The revenge tour is on. Remember, don't forget that they fucked us over in the beginning of that playoff game where they gave Philly 7 points off the rip. You don't remember that?
I remember. I just waiting for you to say it.
Say what?
About that. That fucked y'all over during that game.
Don't
Team
think
without Joe Burrow since
I forgot. I have not forgotten.
All right, so I mean, there's a bright spot with the whole Cincinnati thing. I mean, Jake Browning's 4-3 in 23. He's got a winning record as a starter. He's not the answer, but
Philly is the only team that Josh Allen hasn't beaten in his career.
oh, it's coming.
I know we beat them last year.
They got lucky the last time that they played us.
We beat them last year, so.
Oh, damn. Ooh, that ankle turn was terrible.
Oh, you saw the one on home plate?
Yes.
Yeah, that was nasty, dude. That was nasty. It's 2 to 4 weeks, high ankle sprain. All right, that's what Schefter says. 2 to 4 weeks for McCarthy. So it's for fantasy this week. Man, there's a lot of quarterbacks that went down. Pay attention. Work your waiver wire, boys, because some of y'all starters are going to be done and out and gone.
Let me go and say this. This the week Kirk Cousins might finna get traded.
What's that?
This the week Kirk Cousins might finna get traded.
What did I just fucking tell y'all on this damn show? Didn't I just say Kirk Cousins might be out of? Didn't I just say that?
Yeah,
I just said it this week. I just said that, Ron.
You might be.
Was you watching? Did you
Yeah.
watch when I said that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this might be the week.
This the week.
This might be the week.
This might be the week he
So
finna get
Tyrod
traded.
Taylor's starting this week. Marcus Mariota is starting this week. Carson Wentz is starting this week. Jake Browning starting this week.
Who's Minnesota's backup?
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
No, they're gonna go get your boy. Kirk Cousins might be back in Minnesota sooner than you think.
Kirk, huh?
Look, give me 2 picks. Give me a second and a fifth.
Kirk back in Minnesota like it's nobody business. Watch.
Give me a second.
It might happen. It might happen.
Carson Wentz. Listen, soon as Carson Wentz,
Marcus Mariota is about to make his first start since 2022.
right. As soon as Carson Wentz pull that boo-boo shit on the telephone, Minnesota go. On the phone, Minnesota go. Hey, Atlanta, you got somebody sitting on your bench that we are very familiar with.
Yeah, I mean it would make sense.
Give me 2 draft picks.
We like that.
Huh?
And we like that.
Yep.
Give me 2 draft picks.
It'd be a good fit.
Yeah, we need him off your bench and send him back home.
and take all the money too. So you got to pay him, take over his contract, and give him 2 draft picks.
They're not gonna care about that. They'll just give him straight up for Kirk Cousins. Just give him right up. They'll give him right up, and they'll pay that money because they ain't got no major contracts.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
because they're falling behind. I mean, Packers and the Lions are way ahead in that division now.
And they not catching. I'm gonna tell you right now, they're not catching Green Bay. It's a wrap. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'll make bold prediction,
that's
week
for
2
sure.
prediction. None of them are catching Green Bay. I'm telling you, you might as well. Matter of fact, Green Bay might. This is just me personally, and before I go, I'll just look at Green Bay's schedule.
Now take your feelings out of it, Andre.
And then I'll let you know. I'm about to look at Green Bay's schedule one more time before I make this prediction. But my prediction, I might stand on business with this one. Let's look at Green Bay's schedule.
Yeah,
So they play.
I gotta
the
go
Browns.
and play Ohio State in a couple minutes.
Listen carefully. They play the Browns,
W.
the Cowboys,
W.
the Bengals,
W.
W.
the Cardinals,
W.
Steelers,
W.
A loss.
Panthers.
A W.
And then they get the Eagles on Monday Night Football in Green Bay.
Battle for first place.
That'll be absolutely. I agree, Andy. That'll be for first place in the conference. I'm taking Green Bay, and after that game, the division is sold up. If the Green Bay Packers go 10-0, it's up. The division is up. I'm telling you right now, nobody's catching them because the last 8 games of the season, guess what? Giants, Vikings, Lions, Bears, Broncos, Bears, Ravens, Vikings.
Two teams that can compete with them.
Listen,
The Lions, hopefully, are better by head than the Ravens. That's about the only 2 L's they could possibly take.
that's all I
Outside of
see.
Philly.
Right, that's all I see. Maybe the Broncos. No, the Broncos ain't fucking with us. We'll smack Bo Nix right up in Denver. We're gonna smack Bo Nix right up. The only games I'm looking forward to that might be L's. Eagles might be an L. Might, and I don't think so. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not this Eagles team. If this Eagles team that we seen the first 2 weeks, we see November 10th. Eagles, Lions, Ravens. By the way,
Ravens is going to be a very good game as long as everybody's healthy.
that's December 27th. Just remember,
2 days
the
after
Ravens
Christmas.
have to come to Green Bay December 27th.
It's going to be
I
very
can
cold.
tell you that Lamar Jackson's record is what? 21-3 against the NFC, right?
He's 21-3 in the NFC.
You're about to get another L. Green Bay?
The Packers. The Packers don't care about Lamar Jackson's NFC record at all.
Lamar Jackson. We see when you play good defense. Lamar Jackson, to me, in my opinion, shut down. Yes or no, Andre?
I tell you what, he ain't got nothing coming for him. I tell you that.
Andre?
Derrick Henry does not have good games again.
Right. Buffalo hit Lamar Jackson so hard that made them go to the restroom.
Yo, the playoff game.
Right.
The playoff game. Yo, Milano hit him so hard he took a shit.
He said, hey, I gotta go take a shit.
Yo,
Still my friend.
Milano hit him so hard he made him shit.
He don't show up when the bright lights come on. And I was the only one.
He was shot that game after the pick six.
I was the only one to
to
walk that to everybody's attention. But I got crucified for it. So now everybody see.
I knew that game. I don't know, man. Lamar's a different type of player.
Yeah, he can't win the big one.
He's definitely
he's definitely
special like
Mahomes. 14-3.
What's up?
Green Bay
Yeah,
very
it really
well.
looks like it's set up for the Packers and the Bills, doesn't it?
Yeah, Green Bay could go 14-3 this year. By the way, I just want to put that out there. Well,
it would be so nice if the road to the Super Bowl came through Buffalo this year. If the road to the Super Bowl came through Buffalo, we're going.
I just don't trust y'all head coach in the playoffs.
I trust our players this year.
Yeah, the players are one thing, but the head coach another.
I don't know. You know how you always have like that one wish, like that one, like, I wish they did it this way.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like about your favorite team, like, you know what I mean? There's always that one thing that you just wish that the coach would change.
Right.
The one thing that you know and trust as a fan.
Right.
That you know that and trust that player can probably pull it off. I believe that they need to implement next year. If Joe Brady's still here, if God forbid Sean McDermott is still here, I would love to see them implement a let Josh call his own fucking plays. Give him a list of like 4 or 5 plays,
right,
and let him run the fucking no huddle.
I would say that if y'all don't get it done this year, Sean McDermott need to get fired ASAP.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't disagree with that.
And he been with y'all for 9 years.
I would like to see them go back to the no huddle offense though, because I think Josh could pull it off. I think Josh is smart enough. The guy's talented enough that if you just give him the set of plays, and you know what I mean, how Jim used to do it back in the 90s, just let him fucking run. They started doing it 2 years ago in preseason, and then they stopped doing it. I got so excited because they actually ran the no huddle in the preseason games 2 years ago, and they were just fucking zooming it, touchdown, doom. It was so nice, and I said, I hope they do this for the regular season. Nope. And that was right before we got Brady to take over. That was when we still had the OC that we fired. And that was when they started doing it.
Need to be fired after the Buffalo game.
He should be fired right now.
McDaniel's an idiot.
He should get the boot right now.
Yeah, the press conference was ridiculous.
That was horrible. That was I was like, that this is his press conference after losing a heartbreaker like that. He looked like he partied all night long, and then finally sobered up his hangover at the end of the press conference. That's what he looked like.
And that 305, they counting.
He looked like he was at Scores.
Mr. 305.
Right.
Yeah, he looked.
He
looked like he went straight from Scores in New England right to the game. Like I'm looking at it right now, not shaved. Like, what's this shit on your face, dude? Like, get a napkin.
No,
like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
He said, I say.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm about to play this. I'm about to play what he said on this before we go. Hold on. I gotta play this. Hold on.
That 305.
It's too funny. Hold on. Let's see if y'all can hear this loud and clear. I'm definitely about to play this shit. Yo.
Mike McDaniel's an idiot, dude. He's such a he's just retarded. Like
I don't think. I think he lost the locker room a long time ago.
I worry about my job security. I won't be doing my job, and I think that inherently is against all things that I believe in.
You hate to see it, but maybe JJ McCarthy.
what? Like what? What did you actually say? You said nothing. Oh, like it's. I could just imagine how practice is. I would be sitting there and I'd be listening to him talk, and I'd be like, "Is this guy fucking for real?" Like, I want to hit this guy on the other side of the thing. And you're talking about, well, if I really thought my beliefs and everything else, like, dude, like, fuck out of the locker room, man.
Hey, what that prison football movie?
Like, this is football.
What
You know
that
what I mean?
prison football movie called with Nelly? Andre.
Longest yard.
Yeah. I would hit him in his
It is Miami after all.
with the football every time.
Yeah, like
Andre.
come here. Let me give you a wet willy. Go put a fucking song on. I want to run my route.
They need to go ahead and drug test. They said they need to go ahead and drug test him.
305 now. They ain't counting.
Yeah, man.
Yo, with that being said, I'm out of here. It's 3 hours.
Yeah, man. I gotta go.
Real. It's been fun. Y'all make sure y'all watch this show for sure. Again, Andy, thank you for calling in, tuning in. Thank the callers for calling in. We appreciate you. Ron, thank you for coming through. Obviously, DJ Nico Shaw, you already know what's up in the 716. Again,
Yeah, baby.
we are out of here. It's 3 hours.
Later, brother. See you next week.